I'm gonna use my bless.
Oh.
I haven't used my bless yet.
You can't fail them.
Bless is every attack.
You can't fail,
Bless
so...
is on every hit.
yeah, I think he's doing it the other way around, but that's fine. Yep, you will need to make a wisdom save. Please fail. I'm so looking forward to you failing.
Natural one.
Fantastic. You will run to your nearest ally and hit them instead, which happens to be Leovold. I know you've been waiting to do this for months, so please, roll your damage. Welcome along to episode 2 of chapter 3 of DND Drathnor Keep, where most of the party have arrived in Maladeth, and some have not. And we'll get to that in a moment, but today I have playing with me, Jamal.
Yeah guys, Jamal here, playing as Leovold, unstable, well, magic sorcerer.
Who has surgically manoeuvred his microphone to the other side of the room.
Right, maybe.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah, thank you very much. I have Cal. Welcome back. Hope you had a good week last week.
Sure did. Hi, I'm Cal. I play Brother Alari Slade, Peace Domain Cleric and Cupbearer to the God Rao. And let's find out why I'm not with the party, I guess.
I have Matt.
Hello, I am Matt. I am playing Rook, who is a orc barbarian.
I have Laura.
Hi, I'm Alora. I'm playing Kenna. She is a Fire Genasi Drake Warden Ranger.
I have Josh.
Um,
Looking out for the food.
I am Josh. I will be playing Maverick Wayfire, who is a necromantic sorcerer, recent orphan, head of his house, and yeah.
And I have Kira.
Hello, my name's Kara, and I'll be playing Lucius, Claudius Festorius, Eladrin Monk, and King and Lord and Master of a Pile of Rubble.
That you are. Let me just get a bit more light going on in here. So, we do not begin with our party that made it to Maladeth, but instead with one Brother Alari Slade. Brother Alari, you awake in a bed that you vaguely remember going to bed in, but you don't really remember getting to this house, to be honest. A drow stands nearby. Well, good morning.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit turned around. You are...
My name is Valus Hoon. I was told to watch out for you all, and subsequently did. Your party members have departed from Maladeth. I said I would stay to look after you. You expended a lot of power on Teluria, but you didn't understand how to recuperate. When a Genasi expend such power, especially using their innate abilities, they must recuperate using the element that they are so familiar with. So, I left you in a bath of water that I kept at a decent temperature for approximately 20 hours. You got a lot of sleep, and slowly you recuperated. But it seems like you started doing something strange about an hour and a half ago. Look at the ceiling.
I assume I'm already looking at the ceiling if I'm laying in a bed.
Well, you look up and you see a beautiful snowflake. But the size of the ceiling says it seems you found some unusual powers digging into your death. Can one feel reassuring? As you dig into the depths of your power, you realize that you can now do things with ice as well as water, but it costs a little bit. You realize that it will drain you. It says these powers are something you should go slowly with. Perhaps a small manifestation at first. Alari, as you're waking up and sort of coming round, you also begin to feel an unusual emotion inside. You feel a bit of panic, a slight bit of fear and a bit of awe. And none of these feelings make any sense to you. And you look down at your hand and realize that they're coming from a ring. Yes. We put a ring on you so that your friend Lucius would know when you were okay and awake and when you were alive. They didn't trust me fully, which is very sensible. I'm sorry, you must feel so disoriented. Let me bring you some tea.
Appreciate that. And I'm going to take a second to focus on this ring, ignoring an ice flake above me. Am I able to do anything about this? You said that it sounds like it
Well, you
feels
can
like
take it
they're
off.
distressed.
But it almost feels like you're in a battle. Or perhaps a pursuit. You're not very sure.
That makes me nervous.
For reference, at about this time you are headed into the cave where the demon was slain. So don't worry. If Lucius dies, it's already happened last week. So there's shit all you can do about it. But yeah, it's just
Right, forgot about that fourth
it's
wall.
just tallying up to sort of where they are. So at this point, you can keep the ring on to keep him reassured, or you can take it off to stop feeling everything that's going through Lucius's mind.
No, he's a little bit worried about everybody else, so he'll probably keep it on.
Not long after, Valus comes up the stairs and says, "Look, I can get you to the city, and I can get you to the city fast, but it's going to be very strange. If you'd like to get to your friends as soon as possible, I'm more than willing to take you, but it will be unusual."
Well, on one hand, I trust them, but honestly, it makes me feel a little bit nervous if I'm not there to patch them up.
Well,
Strange how.
to explain, I can move very, very fast. Faster than most beings. However, to move with you, I would have to ask you to drink a certain potion. It will reduce you in size quite drastically. So what I suppose I'm offering is, do you want to ride in my pocket?
Telling me that I'm too big to carry?
At that speed, yes. Even a cat would be heavy to carry at that speed.
Wouldn't I just be turned into pulp if I was that small and you were moving that fast?
No. I've carried spiders and squirrels before. I doubt it'll be much different.
Well, if it's the fastest way, I'm not going to say no.
I should be able to have you there in about 5 hours. Which, given that it's a sort of 12 or 15 hour journey for your friends, even on courage, they may have made it in 8 at most. Provided they didn't get distracted, we should be able to meet them fairly quickly. Your friends, they were given a choice between entering with diplomacy and speaking to the Grand Council, or going in quietly and speaking to the Silent. And they chose to go in quietly and speak to the Silent. So, they are routes that I will know well, and will be able to hook you up with them very quickly.
Do I know anything about the Silent or who they are?
Yeah, you know that the Silent are a myriad group of assassins, spies, merchants, shady people, basically.
Were they the ones that killed that elf we were talking to?
They had a rogue member who killed the elf. You were told later that there was a rogue member of the Silent who was out assassinating people. They don't normally operate like that. They're normally a little more political. But yeah, considering your party was seeking information, the quiet information is probably the best plan, or at least that's how they saw it. And also, Valus Hune is a member of the Silent, albeit also one that is loyal to the royals of Helgania. He says, "Well, I'll leave the decision in your hands, but that there is just normal tea, and that there is the potion you will need to drink should you need it, should you wish for me to take you. I need to do some things to get ready regardless. I'll be about 15 minutes.
Thank you for your kindness. I can't imagine this is exactly how you're expecting to spend your evening.
Yeah, if it was just one evening, then that would be a different matter.
How long have I been here?
You slept for 48 hours, roughly? No, 36 hours?
Rouse backside.
Yeah, you got to the place and went to sleep. Your party then stayed up for the evening, went out, did things, stayed the night, stayed a little bit of the morning, travelled all the way to Maladeth, and yeah. So now,
I got the picture. I really hate being left out.
well, it was necessary for you. You may be wondering why this affected you and not your friend Kenna. But it seems she has a companion who wreathes her in flames on a regular basis. keeping her healed.
Sounds also, incredibly talented. I didn't think something like this would take her out.
All Genasis can need time to recuperate, but regardless, let me get ready and I'll see you in a moment. As he buggers off and comes back shortly later, will you be taking the Valashoon ride?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and down the potion. Strange
Okay.
drinks from strange men. What bad could happen?
Yep. You are reduced to the size of about 4 inches tall. And he comes in and looks around and... Ah, there you are. I wasn't expecting you to drink the potion before I was here. Well, it's a good job I can find you. Here. And then he sort of...
I'm adorable.
It comes out as a little squeak. He can't understand you. But regardless, he warns you. I'm going to put you in my pocket. I'm going to seal you in. You'll be able to breathe in there. I probably wouldn't eat any of the nuts. Your digestion system will be a complete mess. But regardless, I'll leave and I'll get you there as soon as I can. And what proceeds is 4 hours of the strangest journey you have ever witnessed. As you can see slightly through the fabric in the side of his coat, the world is going way too fast. But what is most bizarre is his feet don't touch the ground. It's like he's running through the air, effectively. You don't feel a single footstep. There is no shaking. It's just one swift drift. And we will leave you travelling. I'm sure you won't be long. And we come to the group, who just arrived outside the gates of Maladeth. You see before you a large marble wall with portcullis set into it, and outside is a small tavern where you returned the child to the outside. The dragon wings took him inside, but you guys wanted to speak to the silent, not bring attention to yourself, so you didn't enter the tavern, did you?
I don't think so, no.
No.
So you were told to look out for one Nushala, a younger elf, younger looking elf who would be playing a flute outside the city walls. And sure enough, there she is. A little way down by the gap.
Sorry, what was the name?
Nushala. Yeah.
She's playing a pipe, correct?
Yes, a pipe, that is correct, not a flute. Let me send this over on the channel so that you guys have the information too, just in case you lost any names from last week. I don't know if it's already in the channel, but anyway, you see her there playing the flute, close to a small. It looks like a dug hole into the wall.
So I'm assuming you're Nishala.
Playing stops and. Good afternoon. I see you were distracted on your way here. You are the ones Valis spoke of.
Indeed we are.
Which one of you is Kenna?
That'd be me.
My curiosity was piqued, that's all. Now, we'll need to take a short walk to go around the wall. This hole here is not comfortable enough for most people, let alone, and then she sort of glances towards Rook. Perhaps we'll find you a more civilized manner of entrance.
Hope so.
And welcome to Maladeth. My colleagues will be very intrigued by you. But enough of us talking. Let us walk. And she takes you around the city walls. It's about a 10-minute walk, and to a small shack built up against the wall. There's a strange-looking beggar outside, but he shuffles to the side as you walk through. And there is a false back to the shack, and you see that she grips something high up, and then pulls it down, and it comes down like a trapdoor, and you're able to walk over it into the city. As you look through, you see a shanty town. This is the rougher end of Maladeth. Houses are all sort of cobbled together. Most of the city that is on the mainland is like this. Shacks and shanties and slightly dodgy looking taverns. But she leads you through. She turns to you. Oh, is this your first time in the big city?
Yes.
Yes.
What's interesting? Is there somewhere particular I might take you, or did you wish to seek knowledge from the silent straight away?
Well, they thoughts of my companions, really. Wherever they go, I go.
think we need the information as soon as we can.
Excellent. What sort of information are you seeking? Information from within the city? Information from within the country? Or information from beyond the borders?
Yes.
Everything.
Well,
One night we were simply at the ball, and a day later, bodies after bodies are dropping and dying, and a whole war is breaking out, and we don't know what's going on.
welcome to the world. No one truly knows what's going on. Any information you wish about the city itself, I shall be able to give you. Shall we take some lunch and discuss it? I shall lead you to my companions who have more knowledge. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Lucius.
No, it's fine.
Your question?
My only question is, how much will this cost us?
Information from within the city? It'll cost a tale or two of your lives and who you are. To be shared amongst the silent, but not spread out. Information from within the country. That depends entirely on how Navis is feeling today. Information from outside the borders. It depends on its nature entirely. It may cost you in money, it may cost you in secrets, it may cost you in trade, it may even cost you in work. I cannot say, that is for the elders to decide. But information from within the city, very much not an issue. I can take you for lunch and we can have some discussion. Besides, there's somebody there that may assist you.
Fine.
Okay. She leads you to one of the most ramshackle-looking, downtrodden taverns you've ever seen. But as you enter, it's clean and fairly elegant on the inside. And she looks up. Ah! Good morning. Good afternoon, sorry. I guess it is now. It's very strange. We never start in the afternoon. And she looks to Ekthir. That's the name of the bartender. She looks over to him. I'll be taking the room. Perhaps a couple of hours. Might we have lunch? Very well. And she leads you to what looks like a sort of door to the back rooms and unlocks it with a key at her belt. And you go in and there's a rather nice banqueting table where you may all sit. So, drinks are coming, food is coming. Tell me, what do you wish to know?
I'll scan over everybody else and see how's everyone looking currently.
Hardly know where to start.
Start at the beginning, that's usually useful. You've just arrived at the city, what will you need?
Well, first off, how has Maladeth gone untouched with everything going on?
Maladeth is almost always untouched in some way or another, and touched greatly in other ways. We have not seen the face of war, that much is true, but we have seen the disruption of trade, unusual information, suspicion, assassinations, the rising of a certain group in the underworld. Maladeth has not gone untouched, nor unchanged. Mainly to outsiders.
Assassinations of whom?
Mostly small bit players. A merchant here, a member of the Silent there, or a Grand Councilman's nephew, a nobleman, various others, but it seems like multiple political parties all at work against each other at the same time. The reason Maladeth goes untouched from war is the very fact that mercenary armies from countries all over the world are stationed in Maladeth and purchased here. We can combine a quicker army and a larger army than any country can bring to bear at short notice. Waging war on Maladeth would take years, not weeks. Besides, she gestures sort of out the window, where you see a large body of water before the next island, and another body of water before the next island, and singular bridges. It's not exactly the easiest place to wage war on.
The tactical advantage is always nice.
Yes, although sometimes it would be nice to just have a decent, honest war. Instead of this constant machinations.
Honest to war.
Said there's a group, an underground group, coming to fruition. Are you talking about the Syndicate?
No, the Syndicate have always been strong and they remain so. There was a brotherhood of dwarves and unusual men. It's not necessarily that they've come to power, they've always had some power. However, it's the ruthlessness with which they've been wielding it recently. A man by the name of Yorick has always run this group. But now he doesn't run it himself. His sidekick, lieutenant, was once his bodyguard, runs it, and Yorick instead works from within the Syndicate, helping them operate at large amounts of power with an agenda unclear to all.
Oh. So the Syndicate just grew over these years, or?
No, the Syndicate has been strong since, well, forever, really. As long as anybody else can remember. They've never been ones to involve themselves too much overground. The trafficking of drugs, if you like, the sale of illicit goods, the occasional thievery, robbery, nothing major. A little bit of smuggling. The Grand Council sort of used the Syndicate as much as anybody else, and therefore they haven't really needed to shut them down in any way. But other than that, they haven't really been too prominent. But this new group, this Dwarven group, they're not careful. Reckless and ruthless, and bear with me 1 second. See, she's concentrating. Someone is coming. You must wait here. You must go back to the city gate. I'm called for. I won't be long. And she leaves you to talk amongst yourselves.
Is there already wine at the table already?
Shortly afterwards, the waitress comes in with wine, beer, a few bits of well-cut bread, and some lard placed on them. And she hands you a small pouch from the innkeeper. This is for you, Lucius. Inside is a stone, an unusual stone. The stone's magical ability is that it appears to be magical if detected by spells such as Detect Magic. I have no idea what you're going to do with that.
Are they able to detect the school of magic, or will it just detect that it's just magical? It's quite
just
blanket.
magical. Quite blanket.
Could be useful.
We better hope so. We flick to Alari, who has just come to a screeching halt outside the city. Valus leans down with the tiniest bottle you've ever seen and sort of places it in your hand, and then places you upon the ground. You hear a booming voice. Go on, drink it. You can't wish to stay like that forever.
It's a new perspective. Bottoms up.
As you drink it down, you are quickly restored to your normal size. And you see in front of you a young elven woman. I see you are the 6th party member. Or 8th, depending on which way you look at it. We're only expecting 6, but I seem to have 7 for lunch, so you'll be the 8th. Your friends and I were just about to dine. May I take you through?
Of course, lead the way.
You've been led to the shack, so there's a strange beggar man sort of really looking a little bit upset at how many people are walking behind him today. She lowers the catch on the bridge to bring it down. She takes you through, shuts the catch behind her, and after a 5-minute walk she brings you into a bar. Ramshackle on the outside, but nice on the inside. She leads you to a small room, and there you see all your friends sitting down around a table. Please, take a seat.
Hello, everyone. I'm not dead.
Alari,
Oh,
How are you feeling?
Kind of guessed
I'm
that.
I'm gonna stand up and give Alari a giant orc hug. We almost lost you.
I wouldn't be too worried. There's resurrection magic in the world.
I don't
Besides,
know.
I think I might be going through Genasi puberty.
Possibly. I did feel you were angry for a little bit there.
Yeah, weird dreams.
Oh, dreams. Okay, it's fine.
It seems like you're all still have the same amount of limbs. Specifically, checks Leovold.
He has 2 eyes.
For now,
I'm working
Yes.
Let's try to keep it that way. Did I miss anything fun?
No, not really. We just managed to got here. We're waiting for our food, and Nushala says we can acquire some information. Need be.
You cremated a fucking unicorn. Was that not interesting?
Oh,
I mean-
I did forget about the unicorn. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's at least gonna have a little bit of texture to it, right?
I'm in my own shit right
might
now.
have
Sorry. Yeah, I kinda can definitely tell you more about it than I did. I can.
Did feel like you guys were a little upset there for a little bit. I say, like, sort of indicating my ring. Nothing too bad.
Not really. Not for me, at least. We met some dragon wings, which were paladins who seemed to be serving the countryside here, and they killed a Baelor, if I remember correctly. It was a Baelor.
Yep.
They killed the Baelor, which was pretty impressive. Then we found some children in a hole, which I chastised. I guess I was kind of angry about. We returned the children back to their father.
Genuinely thought you were gonna say owner.
almost. We returned the children to their father, and well, pretty much that's probably the anger you felt me radiating there.
That sounds like it would do it.
Mm-hmm. And then, well, as God said, we found and cremated a unicorn.
Come again?
Yes. Yeah. You didn't hear that incorrectly. We cremated a unicorn.
It was
Did it-
killed by the
Did
demon.
it deserve it? Oh, I see.
Did he deserve it? That is brilliant. Yes, most
Bloody
definitely.
hell.
Charlotte turns to you. Well, seems you had an interesting journey here. Well, for that bit of information, I will definitely be parting with more. Cremated a unicorn, you say? You think the Baelor that killed it, that was his purpose?
No, I don't think so. It was summoned and let go.
Interesting. I wonder, nobody is likely to have summoned it nearby.
No,
It definitely wasn't nearby.
but I know where it was summoned from.
Oh?
I think we did see.
Yeah, we did say where.
I think it, was it a Renty?
It was?
Mhm.
I don't mean to question you, but what do you mean you saw where it was summoned from?
Oh, I don't know if that's really my story to tell.
You saw the
offense, but-
memories of the Baelor?
I guess we could say indirectly.
I'll take your word for
Pretty
it.
much.
Most unusual. Some of you must be magically inclined then. Is that correct?
I don't mean to toot my own horn, but no, it's not me.
Well, we suddenly have a couple of people here that can do some things with magic, yeah.
Most interesting. You should visit the circle.
Circle?
Yes, they are a secretive group, although I suppose that's a bit rich coming from me. They are a circle of mages, although they number a cleric and a paladin within their numbers. It would be difficult for me to say what their purpose is, but their opinions are respected greatly by the politicians of Maladeth.
They're an official group.
Very much so. And they have a tower on the main island.
Michelle, I had a question.
Yes.
If I wanted to get a hold of a member of the Grand Council, how would I go about that?
Multiple ways. You travel with some importance. You could, of course, go to the Grand Council chambers and request an audience. If you wish to visit them one by one or separately, each one takes petitions in their petition halls. Or perhaps you might attempt to visit them at home, although each home is well guarded.
Not advised.
Well, a social call perhaps, but you would have to have good reason to do so.
So then I'll be a bit more specific. Reyes, where does he live?
Reyes is going to be both the easiest and hardest member of the council to get hold of. Reyes doesn't have a home as such. Believe it or not, he sleeps in the streets.
I see.
He wears but rags. So, whilst he is very accessible, where he will be tomorrow, it is difficult to say. You might check in the merchant streets. He seems to like some areas there. He is not difficult to miss. His eyes are those of a blind man, but silver. And he carries with him a white walking stick, almost 6 foot in length and gleaming. It is the one thing upon his person that does not look like he is a beggarman.
I see. The merchant streets, huh? It's been a while since then.
You will find it very difficult to sway Reyes to one view or another. He is very firm in his beliefs.
I don't know if I want to sway him. I just want to speak to him.
Excellent. Oh, yes. That would be where you would find him. Might I answer any other questions about the city that you all may have? Some of you are very quiet. You must have thoughts, wonderings.
What have you heard about the king?
The king that is now the queen?
No, the king. Before his passing.
Before his passing, right, okay. Just clarifying, there are many kings in these lands. Well, he was a good man to all intents and purposes. Till about 4 days prior to his death, when he started to change. Quickly, suddenly. He's not the only man to have done this recently.
Who else?
There was one... I apologize, it is not my duty to know of what goes on outside of this city. You will have to ask Kevin, but it was a member of the Council of Lonoth. And also the one of the governors of Okana. And not only that, but the very strange coming of this unusual being in Okana resulted in the lords of the various genasi acting a little unusually, although one might say they were more fanatic than converted.
Met, sadly.
Yes. I wonder perhaps if these people were slowly poisoned or something very close to their heart was put at risk. But other than that, I do not know any details. As I say, my colleagues will know far better than I. It is my job to watch this city.
And you don't think there's been any strange behavior in this city?
There's always strange behavior in Maladeth, but no sudden
Stranger than
changing of
usual.
personalities, that's for sure. We did, however, have an invisible shipment. I was curious. It arrived, it was stowed, and then it disappeared. 6 days later, it was found in exactly the same place.
Disappeared.
Shipment of what?
Weapons, armor, arrows, the like. Delivered to the armory under the main castle.
Is this what Valis talked about? How they were seeing the same thing in advance.
This... You speak of the strangeness around Telluria, correct?
Yes.
This was a little different. This was seen by many men, and it was confirmed to still be where it was. It was just invisible. And then 6 days later it reappeared.
And nobody decided to get rid of the magic surrounding the area?
There was no magic that we could detect. At least the Silent couldn't when we snuck in there.
A non-magical invisible shipment.
Quite.
Well, that's got me stumped.
Us too. As far as we can tell, it hasn't done anything. We've tested some of the weapons and armor. They're still of excellent quality. They don't appear to be disappearing anymore, but... For curiosity, you asked about things that are happening that are strange. There's also an unusual merchant arrived recently. He purchased a shop immediately. He opened the next day, but he doesn't sell anything.
What does he look like?
Human, dark brown hair, blue eyes. And goes by the name of Makyan.
If he sells nothing, why do you call him a merchant?
Because he purchased a shop and he opens every day and claims to be so. But when you go in, he neither purchases nor sells anything. He says he is waiting for the right item, but will not tell us what it is. We've even lent heavily on him to give us answers, but nothing. Now, before I answer any more questions, I would like to ask a couple, if I might. First to you. She looks to Leopold. You underwent a change in Teluria, did you not?
Change is
Inevitable.
I wasn't going to say inevitable, but not really the way I would put it, but by a loose definition, I guess.
What kind of relationship do you have with the Queen of Teluria?
I don't really.
Then why did she care enough to kill you and tell you of your mother?
I don't really know that much about her story with Teluria, but there was something, so...
I think you're being vague because you don't know the answers, so I'll let that pass.
Yeah.
She looks to Lucius. Where did you come from?
I've come from Drathnor Keep.
Before that, your records start at an age that most records do not.
Well, I'm from here. I've come from Maladeth.
Now that is interesting. And with whom did you associate when you were here?
Is that important?
That depends. Entirely on whom you associated with. Now the fact that we don't have records means I can narrow it down to one of three groups. The Silent,
guess.
and within the Silent you were more important than I. I deem this unlikely. The Syndicate, or the Grand Council. If you were a quiet member for the Grand Council, I wouldn't know about it. If you worked for the Syndicate, I might know of you, but not know you. And if you worked for the Silent, as I said, you would have to be more important than me, which, despite my lack of importance, I still somewhat doubt. These are the questions I've been instructed to ask by my superiors. Something tells me they wouldn't ask me to ask you of your name if they knew who you were.
Inshallah, how long were you here before?
I've been a member of the Silent for 108 years.
But how long were you stationed in Maladeth?
I've been a Maladeth for 108 years.
Okay. Yes, you are correct. I worked for the Syndicate.
Excellent. That's all. We don't need any details. Just curious. She looks to Rook. What do you know of your sister?
I just found out that she existed yesterday. I don't know much.
Oh,
Apparently she is close with the gnomes and was mostly responsible for helping the orcs cross the border.
Yes, that's common knowledge, to the Silent at least. You don't know her personally.
That's all I know.
Frustrating, but that is what we suspected.
Do you know anything yourself?
Yes. She looks to Maverick. We have only one question for you. Why? Why do you come? What do you seek in Maladeth?
Excuse me?
What do you seek in Maladeth?
I seek to understand what is happening with the world and the leaders and why this war is happening and how to stop it.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
It is you, is it not, that showed dissent and disagreement with the authorities that sent you here?
Yes.
Why do you still pursue their wishes?
Because even though I don't agree that they've been doing a good enough job, doesn't mean that their job isn't worth doing.
A patriot? You believe in this country, Halgania? You believe in its worth? Has it done well for you?
I believe in every land's worth.
Noble. Unusual. Most people's views is more selfish, but interesting nonetheless. You seek nothing else in Maladeth?
Is there something I should be seeking?
No, we don't know. We suspect you
Then
might
why-
contact the Circle, but my superiors were merely curious. In the way that the
Curious.
Silent are. We like to ask questions. We like to find things out. We like knowledge. Preferably before it slaps us in the face. And she looks to Alamo. Why did you not return home? Alamo smiles. Home? I'm a Kalishtar, surely you know that. Yes, but you did not return to the position your father held before you. Why? He laughs. My lady, I'm free. Why would I choose to be bound again? That's fair, that's fair. Lady Kenna. It surprised us more than anyone that you were willing to parley with us before contacting the Grand Council. Might you tell us a little of your reasoning for this?
Surprised you that much when my first question was whether or not your council had been overtaken?
A fair point. Perhaps your trust is not as blind as we originally believed. Do you have faith in the Lady Selene, Her Majesty?
So far. She
Yeah.
hasn't given me reason to doubt.
Your answer seems to match up with the beliefs of the Silent. That's interesting. Perhaps you'll fit in well. And you... Alari, they call you, do they not?
When they have need to.
Is your loyalty to your god larger than your loyalty to the land?
I think you might have, how do I say, a mistaken view of how the cupbearers work. Rao doesn't really ask for loyalty or even technically worship. Simply, he is more a figure that teaches us the ways that we should consider the world.
My goodness, you should speak to
Loyalty is
Reyes.
to everyone in this room.
The two of you would get on well.
We've talked.
Reyes?
Is that the
No, you haven't met Reyes. He's a Grand Council member, a
Yep.
monk. But, well, that leaves only one of you. Iona. That's what they call you, is it not, young one? She looks up. Yes. Rumor has it you once seek to join the Silent. Does that wish still remain? Aaron Laughson. Frankly, I don't know. I don't know enough about the Silent. But you wish power. Knowledge. More than power. At this point, Michelle laughs. Full. Knowledge is power. Regardless. I've asked my questions of you, as my duty binds me to. Do you wish to know anything else about the city? Perhaps you wish for somewhere to stay? Or perhaps to know your way around?
I think I'll be fine. Everyone else may want a tour, though.
Kevin's not offering a tour. Many directions to a good tavern to stay in.
Personally, I'd rather find my own way, thank you.
Excellent. Then our job here is done. Should you wish knowledge of the country as a whole, we'll need to speak to Navis. You will find him fronting today. That means that... Well, I shouldn't have to explain it. He will be in the tavern, the Merry Widow. It is on the central island. It's a rather well-to-do tavern. He'll be playing the bard tonight. He's a man of many faces. Difficult to identify, but there will only be one bard present tonight. You may find him there. If you do not wish to disclose your names, merely say that you have come from Lushala. He will expect you.
Wasn't there also someone we were looking for as well?
You tell me.
I'll turn to Lucius and Kenna real quick. Wasn't there this one person that we were looking for that people were asked to deal with as well? This one particular person that went rogue.
Yes, there's him.
That is true, although I'm not sure we're ready for that.
No, even if we're not though, wouldn't it be a good idea to find what we can, learn what we can, so we're ready for the time when it comes?
Well, then ask her.
Okay. Very well. Blessing with my peers here. There's someone that we've heard of that we're looking to deal with.
Yes?
It's quite a good payout for him. Someone who went rogue, someone by the name of Vrax.
If you wish information on Vrax, you will need to speak to Kevin himself. Kevin is...
And how would I find this person?
You don't find Kevin until you've spoken to Nevis.
Very well. Then, Nevis it shall be.
Vrax was once a member of the Silent and a high up one at that. One of the best assassins we've ever had.
And now he's obviously gone rogue.
I'm not truly at liberty to say, though I have my suspicions.
Well, one of your best assassins not doing what he should. That sounds like as worrying for you as for everyone else.
Should is an interesting concept. What he should be doing is following orders. Do you understand my suspicions?
Yes.
I can say no more.
Very well.
Regardless, you must be tired.
A rest would be in order.
Excellent. Well, the Merry Widow has fine rooms. Should you wish to seek out Nevis, you may also take rest there. As I said, it is on the main island. I hope you have enjoyed your meal. Food was brought out a long time ago, and munched over by many of you. I apologize if I seem distant. I am under very strict restrictions today.
Yeah, it's fine. You have your business and we have ours.
Good. Perhaps at some point it would be nice to meet on a more social basis. We might share information more freely and ask less pointed questions.
Maybe there's a few more things I could learn sometime then. For now, though, I'm guessing this concludes our business.
It does. The innkeeper will lock the door behind you when you're done. And she leaves.
Understood.
Fucking Kevin.
Kevin.
And
You'll
no,
forever be Kevin now.
Reyes is not Gandalf, sadly.
Damn it, Kevin.
I'll leave it to you guys.
I think I'm gonna go take a walk.
Mind if I join you?
If you will, so that's fine. I think I need to stretch my legs.
Just a thought.
Fresh air would be a good idea.
If you go walking, will any of your party members be able to find you? You're the only person who knows your way around the city.
I mean, well, at least Alaria know I'm alive. Huh. We don't really have any ways of locating each other, do we?
No, not at the minute, no. It's not like I can freely send between the party, so...
We
Yeah.
really must
I
rectify
think I
that
can
in
free
some ways.
sending. I think I've got locate creature recently. So if it's really dire, I think we can find you.
Alright. Truthfully, I think I would want to just take a nice little walk, that's all.
If you'd rather the company, I'd go with. Otherwise, I can stay with the others and make sure they find their way.
Yeah, you should do that. I think I need to walk these streets by myself for a bit.
Okay. Then, you know this place we're looking for, yeah? You know where it is.
Besides, if you have locate object, just look for the ring. You'll find me.
Good shout, good shout. So, yeah, briefest directions to where we're looking for this place? You know where it is, surely.
The main
We
island.
know it's on the main island, but
The main island, it is the only tavern there, and you will not be able to miss it.
not be able to miss it, right? Yeah. Well, that settles that. That's simple. Cool.
Lucius, do
Sorry.
try to stay out of trouble.
When am I ever in trouble?
Always. Always.
Only when there's a fireball in midst. Sure.
That's also true, but if trouble isn't finding your way, my fireballs are. It's either or.
Well, Lady Canna, I bid you adieu for a while. Goodbye, everybody.
Just don't end up like me, yeah?
Well, if I come back with a single eye, you'll have the experience in that. You'll teach me how to get along.
With difficulty.
Have a good day, everybody.
I have some questions for you when you get back.
Sure, it's not like I'm going
Make
to
sure
die.
you get back in one piece to those questions, yeah?
It's approximately
In one
8:30,
piece or I'll
9 o'clock.
fireball you.
Lucius, you're leaving, yes?
I am leaving.
Excellent. We will follow you for a moment.
Wait, 8:30 in the evening?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You've been there for a while, Jesus.
Yeah.
Only an hour or so.
Cashews were had.
Regardless, Lucius, where are you going?
Well, I'm not going to the merchant's district just yet. I'm going to take a walk around. When I used to be here, there was a spot I liked. It was by the boats and everything, by the water. I used to, after I kind of became tired of it all, I would usually sleep here.
Make a perception check as you go.
Okay. 17.
You get the idea that somebody's watching. You can't spot them.
I can't spot them, you said?
No.
That's fine. So, I'll continue walking, and I'll come close to I'll stay close by the water, but I want to find like a small secluded spot.
There's a spot just under the bridge.
Yeah.
You do so.
I'll just sit down and Remove my cloak, fold it up, and put it on my lap. And just look out in the water. Just remembering all the times, all the screaming. Remembering the begging. The sound of bones breaking. And the emptiness. I still feel that feeling, right? I'm still being watched.
You're not sure. But after a few moments, you hear the sound of a man grunt and collapse upon the floor. And you see him drop from just above the bridge.
He falls to the ground in front of me.
A little bit to your left. Perhaps 20 foot. Shortly afterwards, a second man falls by him, and Iona leaps down. You're being followed.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I should have left you to your own devices, but I wanted to protect you. Or, well, that was a strange way of putting it, wasn't it? That just sort of slipped out.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep eyes on you, I should say.
Okay.
You didn't leave this city as an innocent.
I did not.
Something tells me, from the way you reacted to certain names in there, or certain happenings, that you have suspicion somebody you were once connected with is still about. I thought you might try and contact them.
There's no suspicions. I know they are about. And I don't know. Truthfully, I don't know what I'm going to do in the situation. I want to keep my friends away from this. I want to keep you away from this, but...
Yes, well, you were ever the fool. Lucius, none of us are in this alone anymore.
I know.
And if we are in it alone, we're likely to wind up dead.
So,
oh,
you wanted to protect
she's rifling
me.
his pockets, the two men. And she tosses you a pouch of gold. It's about 600 in there. She pockets the other one herself and takes a bottle of whiskey out the man's pocket. Other pocket. Comes over and sits with you. If this town wasn't such a shithole, I'd say this was a nice spot.
Well, this is... I guess beauty is in the eye of the beholder. This used to be my spot.
It's beautiful enough to look at. But I can hear the sounds of people baying at each other and dogs, and I can smell the shit. The sewage.
Yeah.
Do these people just let it bleed into the water?
Hey, there are a lot of people here. This is why I laughed when you said it was beautiful from a distance. Now that you're in here, you see what I mean.
It has its own
charm.
Taste, yes. I think I like it.
Well, that makes one of us. I prefer Drathnor Keep, even if it is a pile of rubble.
It is a place to stay, Drathnor Keep. Perhaps,
yes.
But it's a place where you don't grow.
Yeah.
At least for me. I feel like this is a place where the strong rule the weak.
It most certainly is.
Well, to be a strong one here must have its luxuries.
Yeah. I don't really know what I'm going to do.
Well, that makes 8 of us.
That man who Charlotte mentioned earlier, Yorick.
Ah, the dwarf?
Yes.
Old friend?
He's my father.
Ah. That's complicated.
It gets more complicated than that. When I say he's my father, he's not my biological father.
Well, I guessed as much. You don't look like a dwarf to me.
I most certainly do
raised
not.
you? As Mikhail did me.
in a manner of speaking. I used to hurt people
Used to.
badly. Yes.
I think the discrepancy is not whether you do or don't do it anymore, but the sort of people you do it to, no? Lucius, you're a fighter. Of
Yes.
course you hurt
I know.
people.
No.
But you mean innocence?
Yes.
Did it pay well?
No. I mostly did it for father's love, mostly.
Well, that really is shit.
Yes. He saved me from a much worse fate.
I don't mean to be judgmental, but that doesn't seem much of a rescue to me.
And you don't know what I was before then.
No, but it seems to me that you eventually rescued yourself from both.
Yes. I did.
There's no time for walking backwards in the world. You'll bump into things.
I know. Aona, I'm angry. I know I don't seem it, but I'm angry. I've been angry for a while.
Have you found any place to direct your anger, or is it just the world?
It's the world. Sometimes, luckily there's war. There's no shortage of people I can actually hurt.
It's a good place to die, Paul. I'd hate to die angry at the world.
Yeah. Sometimes it'd be a good release.
Hey, don't talk like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're better than that. You're worth more than that. Come.
Yeah, I don't know why I went there for a second.
You're not in your past, and you're not who you once were, Lucius. You have friends who stand strong by you, and more so than I, they seem like a good moral compass. Although frustrating that might become, it's kind of useful to have around. Though ironically, the priest doesn't seem like the good one. But well, I'll question that in one day. Regardless, they'll let you punch a few people, feel better. But you need a way. You need a path. This Reyes you asked about. You think he might have
Yes.
a path? Do you?
Perhaps. My father, Lucius, he gave me a path. Well, since he's died, I've been wandering. Constantly. My friends have mostly just kept me in line like a horse with blinders.
Have you considered that a path is not something you are given? It's something you find.
Perhaps.
That might be the wisest thing I've ever said.
I think so. At least if at the very least it's the wisest thing I've ever heard you say.
Well, let me match it with something wiser. Care for a drink? She hands you the bottle of whiskey.
Yes, I think I do. Let's take a walk to the merchant alley. Let's see if we can go find this Reyes.
I don't want to be too wise this evening, but something tells me that it is more likely that Reyes finds us than we find him.
Well, then I guess
But
I'll
we
just
should-
sit here and drink.
No, I think we should still take the walk through Merchant Alley. But I think we should have our eyes about us. You were walking blindly through the streets earlier. These two
Yes.
men were not particularly sneaky.
Hmm.
You don't know them?
I looked them over. Do I know them?
No, but they look like the common thugs you once associated with.
Hmm.
They're
Oh, then
leg breakers.
I guess I'll get them something more to look at. I'll turn my hair red.
They're very dead. But okay.
Oh no, that's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, okay. Oh,
But,
I see what you mean. Like, though them
yes.
being the larger them, not the two
Yeah,
who are
yeah.
dead on the floor.
Yeah.
And as we leave you headed towards the merchant alleys meandering, we return to the group, where Leovold is sitting at the table, fiddling about with his cutlery, like a recalcitrant child. Takes 3 points of piercing damage from getting a bit too close to one of the daggers.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Other group headed out. Lucius has been
Shall
gone
we-
near half an hour.
Shall we meander our way toward the center of the city?
Sounds good to me.
Lead the way.
As you exit this ramshackle building, you see loads of twisting, turning alleyways. There is a bridge that you can see to the next island, not to the main island, but to the next island. But every time you try and head towards it, you get to a dead end, another corner. After you wander for about 20 minutes through these alleyways, a small halfling comes up to you. Begging your pardon, but you seem a bit lost. You looking for someone?
Sure.
Not someone, just wandering the city.
Most people tend to wander to new places, not round in circles. Did you wish assistance in wandering? I might find you a path for a couple of copper.
I suppose if you would point us toward the bridge.
Yeah, always a confusing one, that one. You need to go backwards to go forwards sometimes. And then he leads you back towards the very place you started, where you turn towards the water, and slightly further back, and then round onto a main street, which clearly leads over the
I'm
bridge.
watching my coin purse at this point, just saying.
And turns to you and... Should be easy from there. You want to get onto the main island, just follow the main streets. And, begging your pardon, but if you're needing a further guide, I work with someone. Rubraeth. She's daughter of the merchant guildmaster. She likes to hire us to keep the citizens safe and on the streets, and offer the beaten alleyways. Don't suppose you could spare a couple of copper, could you?
Take this. I'll throw him 1 gold.
I'd be careful if I was you, throwing money around like that. Especially in these parts. But I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's how you wanted it for your
Be,
assistance.
be careful why.
People with gold are usually named as targets in these areas.
I got my sword right here. Protect me as much as I need.
I wouldn't worry too much about being attacked. It's more your purse running away when you're not looking at it, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, the pickpockets. Gotcha, gotcha.
Just keep your eyes about you, especially on this side of the island. Once you start getting towards the main island, you'll be fine, but out in the shanty towns, you never quite know.
I'm going to take rope out of my bag and tie my bag so it can't physically be reached into.
Name's Donick. You need anything, I'm sure I'll see you around. But in the meantime, have a good night.
Yeah, you too. You too.
He heads off back to the alleyways. She clearly calls home. You're able to cross the
Keep a bit
bridge.
more of a watch on my
Just a tad.
currency now as well.
As you head over the first bridge, you see that there are boats in harbour, there are boats sailing out to sea. The city is remarkably well lit for this time of night, torches everywhere. The streets aren't busy as per se, but they're nor are they abandoned. There are people around in every direction. Are you headed straight to the main island?
Yeah, that's where we're looking to go to, isn't it?
As you do so, then you will be headed through the main street. This is known as Merchant Alley. This is the Merchant Isle. It's no alley. It's a boulevard of shops and stores. Mostly fairly elegant and well built. And you see one particular tower with a single spire, mark of a candle flame. Give me... who would know this? Who's the most well-read of you? Probably Leovold. Leovold, give me a history check. Maybe Brother Alari as well.
That's 10.
I ain't cutting it. History from Brother Ilari as well, if you don't mind. Cal, you with us? Oh, Larry!
He's muted. I think he's AFK.
Should I roll for him?
I rolled an odd 20 for him. Why don't you leave it at that?
Oh.
I'm proficient in history.
Yes, but you're unlikely to be the sort of person who reads about strange guilds.
True.
You would know that this is the College of Whispers, where the bards reside. It's mostly a halfling group. And you're able to follow over the next bridge. And as you get to the end of the bridge, entering the main aisle, you are stopped by 2 guards. Please state your name and business.
Name's Livold. I'm looking for one particular place. There's an inn we're looking for.
The Merry Widow.
Merry Widow, you say?
Yeah.
Will you be staying there tonight?
If they're safe.
Hopefully.
There are always if rooms, the Merry Widow. But they're not always for everyone. Regardless, keep your hands to yourself and travel safely, and please pick your litter up behind you. And say move out the way. Letting you through into the main city, where you see a palace of multiple domed buildings. And a fair few very elegant mansion houses, etc. And at the very centre of a large square with gardens, you see a tavern. And there is an image there of a sad woman, elderly, playing a fiddle, with a smile on her face, even though there are tears in her eyes. And the sign says the Merry Widow.
What a very confusing name.
Right. And you are able to enter, and we shall pick back up with Mr. Lucius as you roam the streets.
It's weird. I never thought I'd be back here. The memories are flowing back into me. I remember when I first got here. I came in a boat. I worked with a few bit of a regular fishing ship, and then it got me back here with the Maladeth. I remember in the beginning I didn't have any money, stealing. And I even remember I actually ran through Merchant Alley, ran straight into the shopkeep, knocked all his stuff over the floor. And wow, I've never been hit so hard since my father hit me.
The anger of those that lose their wares is not to be not to be toyed with.
Yeah. Oh, that's for a piece of bread.
But that bread tasted amazing.
It was delicious. Shortly after that, I was found by Yorick.
Speaking of Yorick, she nods over to what somebody was watching you. Don't suppose that's one of his, do you?
Can I get an insight to see if it is? If I'm sure?
Make a perception check first. See if you can make them out.
12.
You see a cloaked figure. Probably not the style of Yorick.
Yeah, not for Yorick.
But as you move from building to building, you see the shadows stepping from building to building alongside you. And as you're watching the shadowed figure out to your right, somebody steps out in front of you on the road. A man dressed in rags and a white staff. Romus says that you've been looking for me.
Indeed, I have.
And so you have found me. Right. And you would be...
Lucius.
It's not the name you had the last time you were in the city, Romus says, though what name that was, we're unsure. You come from Drathnor Keep, do you not?
I do.
The Shadow said you would be looking for me. What
Yes.
piques your curiosity?
Well, I was told to search you out by Valas.
Not somebody I choose to associate with often. Why do you seek me out?
I think it's rather I show you, and I'll spend 2 key points, and I'll use Fist of Unbroken Air. I will, and then Paul strike forward, and I will. Guess I'll hit a wall.
It's been a long time since I trained anyone. But I have some books you may read. Perhaps you might come to me the day after tomorrow. I will be down at the temple. There are some spa rooms underneath. Say, the break of day. You're not the only one, are you? He looks to Iona. You don't hide your powers so well, young lass. Your hands tremble with ki at all times, like you're spoiling for a fight. You will need to keep the energy within you before you learn how to push it outwards. The study of the monks is not just a martial aspect, you understand. You must master your inner self before you can master others. It is difficult to do this while you are so restless. Do you seek training or do you seek peace, Lucius?
I don't have the answer to that question yet.
Then you are
Living.
wiser than you seem. Please continue.
Living in Drathnor Keep, I've seen many things. Originally, I thought I just wanted peace. And I'd found some of that. But I've been shown things. I've experienced things that I never would have had I not left.
Knowledge is something to be treasured even if it comes through difficult paths, but you are angry.
All the time.
You will not master yourself until you master that anger. Though something tells me perhaps you don't wish to. You feel it empowers you. It doesn't. You can channel those emotions without having to feel them all the time, you know. I will
Yes.
spar with you, but I would also like to sit in an eve and talk about some meditation, some channeling of emotion. Perhaps you too, young one. You are no normal elven child. Interesting. In fact, you especially are interesting. What do they call you? Iona. A small name for a large spirit. The way of the monks is within you already, is it not? She nods. There have been only 2 daughters of the Yellow Rose born in the last 100 years. I know where one of them is. It would seem I have found the other. Interesting. You don't know about the other.
No, there's another?
Yes, you know her well, Lucius. I believe you once danced with her. I believe she goes by the name of Lorelei.
A lie.
She chose to forsake her monk powers for diplomacy and whorish sport. A strange choice, but one she was entitled to make.
I feel betrayed and duped. Interesting.
Don't worry. Lorelei's history has been a secret for many, many years. And an open secret at that. It's not that she hides it, is that it's not a question you ask of someone.
Yeah.
Besides, you know how courtesan are.
I most certainly do.
Everything is theirs to learn. Besides, your friends await you. They passed by not so long ago. And we'll see you the day after tomorrow. At dawn.
Yes.
Below the temple. I must take my rest. And he does something that sort of doesn't make any sense. His body seems to break down into just rain of flowers. And as you look to the left, you see him sat upon a building, cross-legged, looking up at the stars. Like he just blinked there. Though he didn't.
Hmm.
She looks over.
Projection?
Iona looks over to you and... Well, he moves fast, doesn't he?
Yes. I hope I get to learn how to do that.
You weren't able to trace his footsteps, were you?
I didn't try.
He did run there, you know.
Now you're just showing off.
No. It's something I noticed after we met Mr. Hume. Alice Hume. He moved sometimes quicker than the eye could see, but if you instead watched his elbows instead of his hands, his knees instead of his feet, you could trace it ever so slightly. I guess that's how he got here and back so quickly the other night. Anyway, we should get to the others.
Yeah, sure.
And you proceed across the bridge. You're stopped by the guards. And they say, "Halt, your name and business."
Lucius Claudius Festorius, and I'm going to the Merry Widow Tavern.
Seems half the world is tonight. Very well. Lets you through. You soon get to the Merry Widow Tavern, and you all convene.
Well, I'm not dead.
Oh, good.
Hello, Blue Eyes.
Hello. Oh, what should I call you? Dark Lord, maybe?
As you enter, you see
It has a good ring to it.
I don't know, sounds a little cliche.
Well, at least I don't need to be throwing any fireballs right now, so, you know, all is good. It's good.
The night's young.
The night is
Wow.
far from young. It is now 10:15 p.m. and there is a bard playing upon a stage. The tavern's fairly busy, though everybody seems rather elegant and well-to-do. And a woman keeps the bar. She's quite meaty and thick, and looks over to you and... Good evening, good evening! What can I get you?
Red wine for me.
Excellent. Will you be staying tonight, sir?
Okay, are we staying tonight?
I hope, yeah.
Oh, all of you? It's a lot of rooms. I can do 6 rooms. Will that do?
Well, not really, but who wants to shack up with, actually? Maverick, don't you have a...
Alan
No.
Moore shakes his head. So that is tomorrow.
Hmm.
It was
Okay.
going to be tonight, but we got here too late.
I'm sure Iona and I could share a room.
2 more of you will have to share, unfortunately. They've only got 6 rooms.
That's fine. Someone can share with me.
I will, since no one else is gonna.
Alan Moore says, just you wait for tomorrow. I'm not sharing a twin room with you. That would just be impractical. Regardless. I'll take wine, please. Iona looks up. Of a brandy. Feel free to shout
Brandy sounds
orders or ignore them completely.
No, the wine is enough for me. Can I have a key to the room?
Yes, you'll be staying in rooms 17 to 23.
Thank you.
I will warn you, whoever stays in 17, the person next door believes themselves a bard when they get up to bed. If you're taking an early night, well, send somebody who's hard of hearing. into room
Okay, well,
17.
I'm not taking 16.
17.
Point to my 17. Point to my ears. Maverick, I'll be in 15.
Okay.
And I'm going to.
15.
You've got
We have
rooms 17 to 23. I don't,
I'm sorry. My
the
bad.
loud one is in room 16.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm taking 19. There you go.
Okay, very good. Off you trot. As the group of you look around, you see that the bard stops playing momentarily and steps on over. Well, I hadn't thought he'd be that hard to miss. Her name's Navis. Did you wish to parley this evening or in the morning?
I think morning would probably be better.
I'll see you for breakfast. A fire genasi, a water genasi, and an orc. And they say, keep your eyes open. I'm fairly sure I could have been asleep and heard you coming. Regardless, have a lovely evening. I'll see you in the morning.
Oh, I rolled this.
Sorry, go on, Josh.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna go up to the room.
Anima also retires. Iona sits at the bar, brandy in hand. You can see she's looking to purchase a few more tonight, but not quite as many as she consumed at Valasune's.
I'll join her. I'm looking to get a little bit under the table tonight.
Should enjoy that. After a while and a couple of brandies, she starts purchasing shots and popping them out for the two of you. Is anybody else joining in this drinking fiesta?
Yeah. I'm gonna sit next to Larry.
Nothing too extreme.
Okay.
No Roscoe tonight.
Okay.
I will retire.
So it is just Alari, Rook, and Iona, correct?
Oh, I have a couple as well.
You'll have a couple of drinks, but you won't partake in the shots, okay.
No,
Who's
shots.
sharing rooms again? Sorry.
Sorry?
Who's sharing rooms?
I believe you offered to share a room with Lucius.
All right. Yeah, I thought so. I wanted to
Iona
watch
with
him.
Kenna. Yep, okay, so as you head up, you'll find Lucius there. Kenna, it will be very late when Iona turns up, so you'll probably get some rest. Did you have anything you wish to feed Shakar?
She is unsummoned
Oh,
at the moment.
does she not need to eat when she's unsummoned? That's an interesting
She
one.
doesn't technically have to eat,
Oh.
but she likes to.
Yeah, that's fair, but this is probably not the place to grab her out. The child down the street will serve nicely. As the three of you begin to parlay and drink, and Iona is clearly, it's the tabs on her tonight. She slides some shots down the bar, and after a while she turns to Brother Alari and, should we dance? I like this tune.
Yeah, of course.
There are plenty of people around the tavern making merry and dancing, but as Iona and Alari head off, a dark, tall man comes up to the bar and sort of squeezes almost between Maverick and Rook. Leovold and Rook. And turns to you both. Newcomers.
Is there a problem with that?
Not at all. You strike me as a man with a bit of muscle behind you. Would you care for
Not too hard to tell.
friendly contest?
What do you got?
It's a simple arm wrestle. And if you
Let's
win,
do it.
you'll take me braces.
If I win, what?
I'll give you my braces. But if
And if I
I
lose?
win, you ask that girl with you if I might have a dance.
Which girl?
The one dancing with your watery friend.
See, I don't know if I can offer up like that.
All you have to do is ask her for me. I'd never dance with an unwilling girl. But she's worth the risk of the braces.
Alright, you have a deal.
Come to the table. He leads you to the small table set out clearly for him, next to the games table. We have a competition! He takes his braces off and he places them on the table next to him. And you will need to make 3 strength checks contested. He will go first.
Am I out of rage so I have advantage?
You can have advantage without raging. His first roll is a 24.
Ooh, my first is a nat 20, which is a 24.
We'll win the first one, although it was closely contested. As you put his arm to the table, he looks at you. Cool. They say orcs have strength, but that was something. Again!
Oh no.
Oh no. He gets a 13.
Ooh.
I got a 23.
Oh! As you slam his arm down the second time, he says,
These muscles aren't all for show.
well, it would seem I need to win 3 in a row. Let's see what I can do. He's got a 17.
Oh, I got a 17.
Oh, roll one more time.
18.
13. I can't roll over a 10, goddammit. The man's got a +8. Sort your shit out! 3 times he finds his arm slammed to the table. +8 and advantage, and he couldn't outroll you. And so he says, well, it would seem that I found myself defeated. Oh, my braces are precious to me,
next time.
but don't suppose you'd still ask the girl if she's interested in a dance.
I'll do this favor for you. And what did you say your name was again?
I didn't. Name's Cormac.
Well, would you like to Cormac?
Yeah. And yours?
I'm Rook.
Rook Iron Arm. We shall call you in here.
See what you did there.
Well, more so shall your fists be iron than they were before. You may take my braces. And his braces will set your strength to 23. 23, I think? Or is it 21? You can add a belt of hill giant strength. I believe it is. Let me just double check that. Is it hill giant? Yeah, 21. Sorry, 21. Congratulations. And he sits back and I appreciate it. And then after a while, when Iona and Alari have finished their sprightly jig, Iona comes back to the table and looks at him. Oh yeah.
I'll go right to Iona. Iona, if you're still feeling a little energetic, would you mind giving this kind man a dance? I promise
might.
he's not.
Did you lose a bet, Rook?
Maybe. But I won the bet.
Wasn't by any chance a strength of arm, was it?
It was.
She looks at Cormac. Come. I'll give you a dance if you can beat me in the same contest he beat you in. He looks at her really confused. Very well, it was an arm wrestle. First of 3. He puts his arm out and she puts her tiny little arm in his. Her elbow barely touching the table. And you see he begins to push and push and push, and you see the veins begin to pop in his head. And nothing happens at all as she just stands there, sits there casually with her arm on the table, and she turns to Rook. Oh, it's no surprise you beat him, is it? And she begins to slide her hand out so that she's holding his hand with only 2 fingers. And eventually she just pops his arm to the table. I'll give you a dance, but never judge a book by its cover. And she goes off to give him a dance, and she keeps him occupied for a while. She comes back to the bar. A few of you have a couple of whiskies, and Leovold, Rook, you hear a strange rumour going round.
Yeah, and here I thought that Rook was impressive, and then we got to witness that.
You'd find Lucius capable of doing the same if he was Focus's key. You hear a rumour going round the room that the girl, who you know to be Iona, is not human, nor is she elven. They think she might be some kind of dragon or beast. She chuckles to you. I wish I could show them a bit of dragon, but sad that it's not to be. Come, I'm going to get myself Radost if I'm not careful. I'm going to have one more for the road. You in?
Why not? Why not?
She turns to the bartender. I'll have 3 more shots of fire whiskey, please. And then I think we'll be headed up to our rooms. Did you find out what room the other lady was staying in, the fire genasi?
I did not.
No, she's asking the bartender. Laura, did you... sorry, Kenna, did you tell her what room you're in?
23.
23. Ah, thanks. Okay. It's just I'm sharing with her tonight. Excellent. Do you drink one more for the night and we'll head up to bed. It's sort of midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not too late. The night is but young. Lucius, Maverick, did you speak before going to sleep?
I believe if
Yeah, I'd
Maverick
like to.
Then please do.
if Maverick walks in the room, I'll be not turning in, but you know, I got the I'm trying to think what Lucius was doing. I think I know what he would do. So yeah, when Maverick walks in, Lucius' shirt is off. And he's like in the bed. I wondered if you'd be coming to my bed tonight, Maverick.
Well, someone should before you die.
It need to be so morbid.
How do you feel being back here?
I'm a mixture of emotions.
I thought as much.
Yeah. It's not there is some fondness here, some things I like to remember, but there's a lot of bad. It's a lot of darkness here. So I just want to apologize in advance. I may be a little lost, a little different than normal.
You don't need to apologize for anything. I know we're all friends and it's really cheesy to say, but we are here if you need someone to talk to, blah, blah, etc.
Yeah, I know. You know, sometimes I can never can tell what Rook's thinking. Earlier, he said he had some questions for me, and he's very guard-like. I'm not sure what are his plans for me.
Well, I mean, a lot's happened to him in a very short amount of time. Perhaps he just wants your opinion on what's happened. Perhaps he wants to dive into your secrets. Maybe he wants to climb into your bed.
Oh, that'd be the day. Not to say that Rook isn't handsome. It's just, you know, green's not my color.
You
Nonsense.
bitch.
Green looks good on everyone.
If I were to be true and frank, I prefer red.
So it's Ken.
No, I did not say that. But yes, Maverick. So what's up? I'm feeling quite tired.
That was all. I just wanted to be all lovey-dovey with you. You can go to bed now, and Maverick's gonna start like undressing.
Okay, perfect. I'll let Alamo know that we spent the night first together.
Yes, well, it should bode well that I be disappointed before I'm.
Listen, hey, hold on. Hey,
What's wrong, Blue Eyes?
I spent the night with a goddess. Okay, don't forget that.
No, you didn't, because it would have
Half an
killed
hour.
you. Remember?
Spent half an
I
hour
did.
with a goddess.
God, shut up!
They saw her come back down!
I have the holy symbol to prove it.
True enough.
But thank you, Maverick.
You don't need to thank me. We're friends.
And I will I'll read that book about Ravenesca.
Give me an insight check.
Yes, please. Natural 2023.
Find yourself unable to get beyond the next line, which just keeps reading to you over and over again.
You said she?
No, you're unable to get beyond the next line as you keep reading it over and over again. It just simply says, at once, everywhere. They must all be taken.
Well, inside the book, are there any symbols for Ravenous? I know we've already seen it, but are there any symbols for Ravenous?
There is no symbol in the book, but there is a symbol on the front of the book. Please don't make me dredge it up, because my god, I don't know.
No. I, Lucius the player, remember.
The rest of the group haven't seen it, so I probably should find it somewhere, shouldn't I? It's like this, but in verse. We do have a copy of it somewhere, but I don't know where the proper copy is, so... It's in verse. There are thin lights coming out of the points of each of the stars, and the surrounding and the bits that are white are black, and the bits that are black are white. That's what inverse means. Don't know why I've decided to explain that. And as you head to sleep with that heavy thought on your heart, we shall take a break. Welcome back, and the sun is rising on the morning of the following day, and is near to dawn, and you will begin to wake up in your various places, and you remember that you've been summoned to breakfast with Nevis.
Before going downstairs, which of us has the item to communicate with Saloon?
You.
I will send a message to Saloon.
Okay, so as you open up your mirror, you put it your face and say her name. Her face appears, and she looks haggard. It's early for her. She looks at you. Oh, I was worried. What happened? Were you troubled?
I think with the recent stress and the activities of getting here,
You forgot me.
I do apologize.
Oh, Ken, I'm so glad to hear that. It means that nothing truly worrying came across you, and you all made it safely to Maladeth?
Yes.
Have you met with the council yet?
We have taken a slightly different route.
Whichever route you take, you will need to eventually meet with the council.
Eventually.
When you do so, you can trust in Jaedra and Reyes. Symbiir and Kirtar will be relatively neutral. Erland's a wild card, can't say much about him, but Konal? He'll fight you every inch of the way. He believes Maladeth should be its own country.
Good to know.
I assume by another route, Valus took you in via the Silent.
Yes.
Be careful what price you pay. There is always a price. But I'm glad to see you all
I
well.
apologize for waking you.
That's quite okay. We'll pretend I didn't come into bed at 3 o'clock this morning. It seems I don't get much time to myself anymore. So that I do get to myself, I tend to use... And that was late at night, so... Regardless, we are safe here. We are... Would it make you laugh to know I'm sharing a room with over 10,000 people? I have curtains around me, but that's about all. We are under the city of Garena, in the safe houses. Things aren't good. We are held at siege, but it would seem that food is going round, and people are of better spirit than one might anticipate. You may let Rook know that his mother and father have escaped.
Thank you, I was going to ask.
We facilitated their journey to Drathnor Keep to help rebuild. I can't say it'll be safe, but it'll be safer than here.
Hopefully one day we'll end up back there.
I hope that for all of us, though I know for myself it may be a little unrealistic. The rebuilding work goes well. Some dwarves have stopped to help by request of Beniego, and yes, the real Beniego. Near 1,000 dwarves came up, craftsmen all, to help both protect the city and rebuild it. I thought you might let your companions know. They'll be happy. Mikhail is organising the rebuild. I don't know whether that's a good thing or not, but We shall see.
I'm sure the tavern will be much nicer than it was before.
Quite. I wonder how much of it he will own by the time I visit. Either way, Lorelei's there to keep him in check.
That's good.
I hope you guys are doing okay. You must keep in contact a little bit more regularly. And,
Of course.
might I ask, how is your littlest friend?
She is a little less little.
Oh, good. Perhaps you will ride her into my city one day and free us from siege.
Well, that would be a sight.
Well, that it would. Look after yourselves.
You too.
Am I having a stroke? I hope my mother is up making toast, otherwise I'm having a stroke. It's a pungent smell of toast in my house. Once she signs off and your mirrors are now just mirrors, you can smell, well, toast, frankly. Breakfast is being cooked. Downstairs, a young lady comes and knocks on your doors, and she will start at room 17. Who was up to bed last and ended up in the room next door to the drunken minstrel?
Great question.
I shall decide for you. Where's my dice? There we go. Rogue! You finally got to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. After the drunken minstrel next door shut up. The lady knocks at your door. Good morning, sir.
Oh, who is it?
You have a breakfast organised in the private room out the back. It'll be served shortly.
Okay, I'm coming.
Excellent. And then she proceeds to 18, and she knocks on the door. Alari. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
You have a breakfast arranged. Private room downstairs. You can make your way down as soon as possible. Thank you. And then knocks a little bit more quietly on room 19. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
There is a private
Morning.
breakfast downstairs for you. Ooh, that echo is beautiful. I can hear myself. It's lovely. In the private room downstairs, if you can make your way down as soon as possible.
Very well.
Oh.
And here I thought Lucius was going to eat me whole.
You'd be so lucky.
She walks to the next door. By the way, Kira, I don't know what's happened, but your mic's just tripled in volume. When you said that, I don't know if you leaned closer or leaned on something, but that's the loudest you've ever been.
He really put his heart and soul into what he was saying.
Right?
Very good, okay. She knocks on the next door, and Alamor sort of, morning. Yep, breakfast is served downstairs, yada yada, same repeat. She knocks on the next door, and I wish you'd change your name in brackets. Leovold, you hear a knock at your door?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll fix that right now, 1 second.
No, that's right, just answer the damn door.
Yeah? Yeah, hello?
Breakfast is being served downstairs shortly. You're requested in a private room at the back. Ask the innkeeper directions if you need them. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna head straight out and get on now.
And then she comes to the last room, and she knocks, and Iona responds at the door, where she was doing her morning stretches. Good morning. Morning, ladies. Breakfast will be served shortly in the private dining room downstairs, if you wish to make your way down. Very well, and Iona will open the door and step straight out. She was very ready for the morning.
Dipper for drinking that late.
She's an
I'll
elf.
follow.
She only needed the 4 hours. She recovered this morning. And, yeah, as the group of you all make your way downstairs, in whatever order you eventually make it down, you see the bard from last night. He's half-elven. He's brown hair, dark green eyes. And he sits at the end of the table and, well, good morning. Large party, it would seem. We'll wait for breakfast to be served before we talk business. And moments later, a couple of waitresses come in and place out a spread of, your breads, jams, pastries, fruits, and some cooked breakfast. And then, as they leave, he then locks the door behind them. Well, good morning. You must have questions. Please, ask freely.
Okay. Not sure how best to put this, but one of the reasons why we're here as well is we heard there was someone that needed dealing with, and we're looking for
Oh,
information. We
expand.
may not be ready to do it just yet, but
Would
when
you,
we are,
would you care to expand?
the person we are looking for is someone by the name. One second, got to scroll through and
Vrax.
find it. Damn it. Vrax,
Vrax.
yes, that's the one. Vrax, yes.
Close.
Well, that is not something you will speak with me about. You must speak to Kevin before that.
Yeah, I heard much the same, but I need to find them.
Perhaps.
So,
Just pray he doesn't find you first. I will not speak any more on that matter. What other questions might you have? It's my duty to know all that goes on in Halgania. In a broader spectrum, if you would.
I'm sorry, but I believe he was speaking about Kevin.
Kevin is my, what's the fucking word? Superior. He's my superior. Once you have spoken to me, you may speak to Kevin. He keeps track of what happens outside of Halgania and all the countries surrounding. But he is also your contact to the elders, and it is them that will speak to you, Vrax.
Ah, here you go, Leovold.
good shout.
But you must have questions as to what's going on in the country.
There is something that I've been wondering.
Yes.
Maybe you'll know, maybe you'll have no idea what I'm talking about. But sometime back, a man from Drathnor Keep went missing by the name of Kirkan. Do you have any clue who that is?
The diplomat Kirkan. Yes, he was seen to the north, crossing the border into Luvelo.
Is that all
we
that's
were
known?
told that nobody could cross the border into Luvelo. No, but more information on that, as I say, will rest with Kavan. It's information on outside of this country. I can only give you information from within
I
Halgania.
see. Alright, I will wait.
What do you know of the mysterious comings and goings in Telluria?
Yes, mysterious is exactly the correct word. I know that only a few people have managed to come into Telluria once. Everybody else seems to arrive twice. But that is less interesting than the fact that the Queen seems oblivious. She is a powerful wizard in her own right, and the wards upon the city are hers to put in place. We feared she had undergone the same change that the King of Corena went through. On closer inspection, we feel more that she is being subverted magically, distracted. She appears drained and tired every day, as if maintaining the boundaries are taxing her more than they used to. I know that she has a smaller store of the materials she used in the past. I know she gave some out. Gorena is thankful, as is Maladeth, but something is subverting her power.
Suppose nobody has raised this with her.
2 people have. She said that she does believe that her job is becoming more taxing and difficult, but sees it as part of the war and the fight with the Genasi and the damage done to her tower. Beyond that, we have also approached the matter of the time difference or double arrival of various people, but she seemed doubtful, as she has not witnessed it herself, or so she claims. Those who she trusts most are watching the road now, and the comings and goings seem to be happening a little bit more regularly, though the Silent feel this is part of the trick, lulling them into a full sense of security. The only thing that confuses the Silent is that surely it would be far more effective to have people arriving later than they are meant to than earlier. Foreshadowing is not usually something that is seen as a weakness.
Yeah, those that come beforehand,
Leave
they
swiftly.
don't.
Yes.
Doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, but I still don't see it as a weakness for the city. Neither do my superiors. However, we watch the roads outside of Teluria very carefully, where we only see one group of people coming or going. And that way we ensure that they don't appear to be in any danger as yet. I wish I could tell you more of the mystery, but frankly, I wish I knew more of the mystery. You may ask
Sure.
other questions, yes?
My only question is, how long is breakfast?
Breakfast is in front of
How
you.
long before you meet Kevin? No, how long is this going to be? How long before you meet Kevin?
You wish to meet with Kavan? You will need to do something for us first. We do not see people lightly.
There's the catch.
Yes. A small group calling themselves the Red... Shit, I don't... No, they're not the Red anything. That's why. The Crimson Dagger are holed up underneath a tavern. They are holding strong and defending themselves. And we wish them brought down. 1 million.
Why?
Why? They are withholding information and blocking information. 2 of them appear to be diviners of some sort.
What information?
He looks at you and raises an eyebrow. The whole point is they are withholding information. If we knew what
Yeah,
information
how-
they were withholding, we wouldn't have a problem.
No, how do they know they're withholding information?
They are disrupting our scrying attempts, and when asked certain questions, they fled. You wish, I suppose,
Like
to know
what
the nature of the
question?
questions. Yes.
What
Here is what I am
questions?
at liberty to tell you. The first question we asked them is whether they wished any harm upon the Grand Council. To which, although their response was no, it is clear that they were lying. We have ways of detecting these things. It is at this moment that the disruption of our scrying magics began to happen. So we don't know if they were lying about any of the following information, but there is one question they refused to answer. From whence had they came? They are a strange assortment of people.
Why can't you deal with them?
I am, by asking you. It's delegation.
How many?
5. I do not believe them too formidable for you. They are merely a large inconvenience to us right now.
Oh. They must be alive, correct?
Very much so.
Okay.
It would seem that the underbelly of a tavern is a great place to hole up if you wish to have endless resources of food and drink.
Which tavern?
Should have been prepared for that one.
You don't have it prepared. You're slipping.
The production wheel, it's called.
The production wheel.
It is in the merchants' streets. I don't know why she just developed a lisp. I also don't know why he just became female. Brain is
I
slipping.
could have sworn Nevis
Brain
was
is-
a male. I wasn't sure.
Brain is falling apart. Nevis has just become female with a lisp.
Oh dear.
Anyway, yes, but
It started with Kevin.
questions of Halgania you may still ask of me.
Well, Miss Ambassador Shawasa, any more questions?
I'm too full of unknowns to know what to ask.
Same, to be honest.
Forgive me, we expected some questions that have not been asked. And perhaps
Please.
you fear asking. First of all, you have not asked about the council members themselves. At some point you will wish to make a diplomatic inquiry, I assume.
At some point.
Perhaps you wish to know something of their beliefs, their manners, their demeanors. Or perhaps you don't care.
I don't mean to speak out of turn, but I personally don't care.
It doesn't matter to me, personally.
Only the result matters.
Yeah, essentially.
Very
I'm
well.
confused. Are you just implying gossip, or is there something you're worried about?
No,
with
it is
this?
just normally the first question that people ask of us, so it is normal. I thought maybe it might interest you, or if not, let's say a professional curiosity as to why not. The second matter that comes to light is that of your homeland. You will come from Drathnor Keep, do you not?
Yeah, it's in a state.
Less so. Less so. The walls are rebuilt, around the outside at least. Homes have been built temporarily. Over 1,000 dwarves currently toil within the city. It would seem that it is going to be larger than before.
Well, that's good news at least. But there was still a lot that lost everything, including their lives.
One Lady Danica has chosen to stay and protect the city. I'm sure you know of her. The third place you do not ask of is the capital. Perhaps you already have knowledge of how the siege goes.
I do know that it's holding at the moment.
The people are holding. The city not so much. Homes have been taken.
Care to clarify?
Walls have been broken. Homes have been taken. The people hold in the Undercity. Barracks built long, long ago. But an escape that way through the underground paths will take, well, months, frankly.
Now, let me ask this. The king is dead.
Long
What's
live
their
the Queen.
aim? If they aim for Celine, they would have gone for her while she was on the road. They were still attacking Garena.
Celine was targeted multiple times, I believe. Although unsuccessfully. You are right, it would be far more fortuitous if Celine was not present for them, I assume. Although them is an interesting word. However, there are elements of protection that Celine does not have that the king did. King Vanyan's line is ancient and pure. Celine is but a by-child. Powerful as she might be, she is no paladin. I believe they thought that the country would be weaker without the king, and frankly it is so. Although many of us admire Lady Celine, Her Majesty. She does not rule with the same iron fist, nor command the same respect as King Vanyan once did. And she is untested, untrained. Though old for a new queen. The Silent believe that the primary goal is chaos. Albania is attacked from multiple sides. We are unsure who to trust and where.
Well, if chaos was their goal, they've already succeeded in spades.
Quite. You need only look at the mess that is the trade market in Maladeth to see there are problems.
Well, Nevis, a question. What do you know about monsters that can impersonate another person?
You speak of doppelgangers. I know that when you slay the
Maybe.
person, they revert to their doppelganger form. And doppelgangers must ask careful questions before taking a body, for they do not assume the creature's memories. From what we have seen, the impersonation of King Vanyan was both too perfect and the form left too unlike a doppelganger. The doppelganger is to be suspected, but perhaps a variation of, perhaps an improvement on, perhaps some magic we do not know. One thing we do know. We found one other person who was taken like King Vanyan.
Who?
By accident we found this. The councilman's wife. Sorry, I've got hiccups and they're really annoying. Councillor Erland's wife.
Hmm.
She fell from the bridge. An accident, pure accident. Knocked by a cart. And when she landed, she reverted to this strange purple creature. It carried with it a symbol. A many-pointed star. And it had a tattoo on its rear left shoulder, where elegantly written in what appeared to be a ancient divergence of the tongue of Elvish, or so we assume, the word Ravenesca. Though this has no meaning to us.
Well, thank you for that. That was still helpful.
Good. I'm glad it helped one of us. Regardless, the Crimson Dagger are a true problem for us, and our resources are spread thin as they are.
So how do we get to this?
We will be rewarded with gold as well. Quite simply, you walk into the merchant district, and you will see the tavern on the left-hand side of the road, approximately halfway down. Not far from the armor smiths. Vance will let you in, and he will give you the key to the cellar. After that, you're on your own.
I'll down my wine.
One thing. We are aware that Vance may be protecting these people in some way or other. He is not to be punished. He is untouchable.
I was wondering why they were just being able to stay down there and no one's called the guard or anything.
Vance is a member of the Silent.
Ah. I see. Okay.
It is fair to say that Frax is not the only person who is operating in their own way. Though the one problem with such a secretive order is it is difficult to tell when people are ordered to do things and when they are acting out of turn.
That could make things very complicated.
Everything in the Silent is already complicated. But
Beyond regular complicated.
Multiplied, it is an infinite puzzle with too many facets. The Silent fear to move upon any of their members because they don't know if somebody else is directing them.
Sounds like fun to me.
Well, that makes
Inefficient.
Inefficient is definitely the truth. You forget that there is an ambassador in every single country in Eldessa. And in various cities within Eldessa, there are people who command certain areas of the Silent, but not others. There are assassins who do not parley with merchants, spies who do not parley with assassins, poisoners who do not parley with any of them, merchants who do not parley with anyone other than their singular face that they deal with. This much is a necessity, or the Silent would not exist. Certainly it wouldn't be effective. But when there is trouble within the Silent, you are right, it is anything but efficient.
Anyway, can you imagine how hard it'd be to clean house when it comes time?
Yes, quite. I wish you the best of luck with the Crimson Dagger. I don't think they will cause you too much problem, but the DM is unsure of the difficulty of the encounter.
Quick sanity check for this one.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what happens to them so long as they're dealt with, right?
Dead is required.
Yes. That's what I was implying, yeah. No hostages, and no captives, and no survivors.
That's correct. Well, hope you enjoyed your breakfast. Sure, I shall see you soon. When you have completed your mission for the Crimson Dagger, you may go to a store, the Alchemists. It is called the Golden Pestle.
Golden Castle.
You may ask there for wares that are kept hidden. The lady behind the counter will direct you to Kevin. Are you
Okay.
staying to do the dishes, or?
Oh, I was typing, to be frank, but no, I neck my wine and I leave. I walk out.
Okay. It was him
Hallie.
asking, not me.
Yes, let's go.
Excellent. It is only a short walk to the merchant district, as you know from last night.
Hmm.
Within 5 or 6 minutes, you find yourself coming to a tavern next to the armorsmiths. The door is open.
Are we going to be bad guys or good guys?
That's
No.
a fair question.
As much as I dislike being hired as assassins,
It's not too different from what they usually hire us to do.
They have sort of made it clear that they believe these people to be a cult. Maybe I didn't make that clear, but they believe them to be a cult
Yeah,
of
that
some
cult.
sort. The good guys would be killing said people.
Before we get started, let me just go ahead and pass out emboldening bond, emboldening bond, emboldening bond.
Excellent.
It's gonna be Lucius, Rook, and Kenna, and then I'm going to also cast
Sorry, a second.
uh,
Jamal,
yeah?
is there a ship taking off from your house?
No, why?
And we just got a massively loud noise through your microphone. Carry on, Kel.
What the fuck? It's weird.
I'm gonna put my bond onto Lucius, Rook, and Kenna, and then I'm going to cast a second level bless, so that should hit everybody except for me.
Okay. Bless is a D4. Correct?
Yes.
attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah. Cool.
The emboldening bond's only once a turn, though.
And as you walk into the bar, boldening bond up, you're greeted by a fat, greasy man with a cleaver in his right hand and a glass in his left. And who would you be?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to point down.
Very well. Catch. I'll toss you a key. It's a big black iron rusted key. It's clearly for the cellar door. The cellar door, he gestures, is to his left.
I'm gonna cast Mage Armor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rage right now.
Just
Arrgh!
before we go
I hope
in.
it's not too long a walk.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, true. I'm gonna ready a rage.
Mm-hmm. You'll be able to use it as
Ready
your first bonus
Holding
action.
Hunter's Mark.
You'll be.
Roll a quick insight on the butcher dude, just
Yeah.
to make certain he's not gonna like turn around and stab us.
No, he's not going to turn around and stab you. I'll tell you that for free.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you'll get your turn when you come into combat. So, yep. As you open the door, you see a
As we
steep path going down.
it's
I
this
will, I will lead the
point.
way.
Levels.
Expecting trouble, right? Straight down here.
You're meant to be killing people down there, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying to everyone, right? We're expecting trouble, right? So, right now is when I'm gonna do the thing that I was intending to do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Who are the people that like to punch and stab things the hardest here?
Ooh, I like
The
that.
guy with the fist and the guy with the massive sword,
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
what I was thinking. But should I
as
do this
opposed to
again,
the
or-
cleric or and the.
Yeah, it's just I'm trying to think whether it'd be.
Well, we don't know what you're trying to do.
I'd give this to haste.
Well, you can only give it to one person.
No, I can give it to two.
Oh,
Ah. So you can.
Yeah, that's why I got my question, because obviously Lucius is gonna get
Well,
one, and then it's.
Pick and pick quickly.
Fuck it. Okay, this time around I'm gonna have to go with Rook. Yeah, I'll twin taste Lucius and Rook.
Excellent. Yeah, you guys are headed down the stairs.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll
That sounds
summon
ready.
Shakar to be in line with us.
Yep.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay, Larry, you bringing up a light for these people? It's dark.
I'm gonna cast Ghost Light
Okay.
so as
Yep.
to not.
Yep. That's not to warn anybody else.
Yeah.
Excellent. And as the path winds down around the corner, you see a wooden fortification in front of you. It's 2 barrels and a few stacks of shelving which have clearly been chopped and put in front. Alan Moore turns to you. May I lead?
Feel free.
Go wild.
And he will throw a fireball. Straight in. And you will need to roll initiative.
I have advantage on that now.
Well, lucky you. Bear with me a second. I don't know why this isn't switching. Can we have it, please? Please, can we have it? Anyone? Let's just add it again then. Fantastic. Kenny, your initiative, please.
8.
Leovold,
15.
Lucius,
20.
Alari,
4.
Maverick,
Oh,
13.
and Rook.
15.
Okay. So Animal throws a fireball down, which not only seems to do some damage down there and catch them by surprise, it also blows the barricade outwards towards you all, where it drops on the floor in front of you. And the way is clear, and you see in this room that my battle map is hidden. Interesting. Where's this image of Maladeth coming from? There we go. Open sesame. Thanks. Lucius, Leovold, Kenna, Roke. Maverick can stay slightly out in front. Alright. And as you look down, you see two mage-like figures huddled together at the back. These will be the diviners, you assume. And you see 3 well-armed fightery dudes. Oh, one of them's teleported into your backline, imagine that. Standing out in front. And Lucius, oh, sorry, that's not a nat 20, is it? It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Okay, then Iona will lead the way. Oh, we need some NPC counters. Let's have 2 of those. And here. Iona will be NPC 1. And she will charge in, and she will swing thrice. And that is at the one at the front. She will hit twice. And each time she lands, you notice that little sort of ethereal fists are punching from the side. That's her damage done. Lucius, you're up.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, this is really annoying, actually. Sorry. I need to switch these around. Just realised that they're the wrong ones. There we go.
Okay.
Yep, so you see 2 relatively well-armoured guys in front of you. The one that Iona has just punched seems much tougher than the other one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so Maya is going to turn this nice azure white, azure blue color, light ice blue, and I will face step forward in between E3, E5, and E4. Actually, let me see. Actually, I'll face step right next to E3, to the right of him. Yeah, right there. So all of them except E1 have to make a wisdom saving throw.
That's a 19. You said E1 doesn't have to roll, correct?
Yeah, E1 is the only one doesn't.
That's a 15.
Okay.
That's a 4.
Okay.
And that's an 8. So E2 and
Alright.
E3 got a 4 and an 8. 14 and 15 got a 17 and a 15. 17 and
Okay,
19,
so
sorry.
okay. So the ones below 13 they are afraid of me now.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
E2
they
and
are
E3 are
afraid.
afraid. Okay. Very
Nice. And I'll swing at E4. Should be close enough, I believe. If not,
good.
I'll
Yeah,
walk a little bit further up.
It's fine. I can just step you there.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
And I'll take 2 slashes. That's a 12, first one.
That'll miss.
Okay. And my second one? 18.
Bless.
Shield.
You have bless.
Oh, you're right. I have bless.
He'll use
sorry
shield.
about
You
Okay.
also have bond.
that. Alright, we've got just.
2d4s.
And you shield the second one, right?
Sorry? Well, it depends. Are you changing the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll shield the
Yeah.
first one then. That's fine.
Okay.
So with your emboldening bond and your thingy, you're looking to beat 20.
Yeah, no.
Okay, and the second one is an 18.
Yeah.
So both miss.
Not
Still
both
get
miss, yeah.
bless.
It still does get blessed, you're right. 19. Oh, and I'm hasted, so I get one more regular action attack.
You as per my rules, you will just take another attack action. So you can take the whole action,
Okay.
and you can punch as many times as your action allows you.
Alright. Nope.
Oh, Lucius, you're losing your touch.
I am losing my touch.
These are normally like 25s to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Being in Maladeth is,
Would you like to take a bonus action, or was the phase step your bonus action?
Finish that with my bonus action.
Oof. Yeah, unfortunately, every one of those attacks will miss him.
Okay.
And he will turn to you, unimpressed.
He has to make attack to disadvantage if he's attacking me.
No, he's not frightened. E4 and E5 got, you said above a 13, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's E3 and E2 that are frightened.
Okay.
Okay. He summons a large translucent hand behind you. And it will flick you.
Is that attack roll?
It is an attack roll.
Okay, yeah. Now, I have the cloak of displacement, so he has to make a disadvantage.
Oh, okay, I see. Then that is a... Wait. Yes, it is a spell attack, right, okay. I need to actually open this. This is a confusing ass spell. Oh, it's a grapple, sorry. That's what it is. Yeah, so you need to make an athletics check.
Alright.
Against a strength score.
Natural 2021.
Oh, okay. Yep, easy. Okay, you will not be grappled. Yep, and that's fair. Okay, cool. And so we come to the guy that Iona punched, who will slap her upside the face with the sword. Oh, he fucking won with a nat 1. Oh, that'll hit.
Oops.
Alright, that hurt. And then one more time. Jesus Christ. Alright, Iona's not having a nice day. Leovold, you're up.
Question for you.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that we've totally forgot to do. I actually cast a spell as we was going in. Does that actually trigger the wild
Did you?
magic thing, or? Yeah. Well, I hasted everyone, didn't I?
Oh,
Nice.
no, I don't count that. When you're casting on allies, I don't think about it.
Right. Oh, okay. That's fair. So, time for some shenanigans. Which guy was the tough one? You said E1.
E1.
Who's the weakest looking one as well?
Well, there are two casters at the back, and E2 and 3 look relatively similar in strength. It's only that E1 is wearing like full plate mail armor and has a massive ass greatsword, and the other
Okay,
two.
is there anyone else that looks like they're clunky and can't dodge for shit?
2 and 3.
Aside from
They're
E1?
not particularly dexterous.
Okay, so E1, E2, E3, and E5 was the other caster?
E4 and E5 are both casters.
Okay, let's go E1, E2, E3, and E5. First one hit is going to be E1, and it's going to fork out
What are you
2,
doing?
3, and 5. Chain lightning.
Right, thank you. Take 2 steps to the left so that you don't hit armor in the back. And,
Right, okay.
yeah. And roll to hit.
It's a Dix DC 17 save for all
yeah, of
four
course
of
it
them.
is. Okay, E1 gets 22.
Okay.
Who's getting hit next?
E2, E3, E5.
E2. That's an 8. So do you want to roll your damage for E2, please?
Damage for E2. is... Oh, this is just going to be damage altogether. 47 before save successes.
Oh, okay, right, cool. So does it do half damage to those that it...
Yeah, half
Okay.
half to people who succeed.
Yep, so it succeeds on 2 and 3 and fails on 5 and 1, so that's what, 47?
Yeah, 47.
Okay, so they take half with a success, do they?
Yeah.
Okay. So number 1 takes half. Number 2 and 3 look fairly damaged by that. That look painful. Number 5 looks fairly unfazed. You might possibly think resistance.
Right. So, what are we saying the base level pissed off is? Like an extra 4 on top of the base 1?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, even if we account for spell level or anything like that, that's a pass. So
Yep.
no wild magic
Yep,
things
got it.
happen this time.
Cool. Does that complete your turn?
I don't think I am going to take a bonus action this time.
Good.
So I think that concludes.
Marvellous. Rook, you're up.
How far away is E4?
$45.
All right, so I'm going to have to use. I'm going to sprint right at E4, like to the side. I'm gonna use my bonus action aggressive to get there.
I'm assuming you can't rage and bonus action aggressive.
I couldn't I wasn't raged beforehand, like coming down.
Well, you could have been, but it was sort of an 80-foot walk, and you can't walk 80 foot in one turn, can you?
True. All right.
Yeah, so I would say you probably need to rage and move. You can get to E2, and then you can hit E4 with your ranged attack.
Could I dash as one of my actions?
Yeah, of course.
All right, so I'm gonna do that then.
Yep, full attack action the next turn to the guy who has a shield up here. Magical shield.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
And then I have 3 hits now.
Yep.
I'm swinging away.
He's got his back to a wall, so I'm going to say he's not flanked. So
Got it.
yeah, no advantage sadly. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, fuck, it's a
That's
2.
a miss.
It's a 10. Well, actually, if I can get 2 4s.
No. It's a miss. It's a straight miss.
Oh.
Unless you can... Because it's 20 you're trying to hit. That'll hit.
All right, that's a 25 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
For 14 plus a D8.
The 14 is the physical damage?
Yeah, slashing plus 5 from the fire ring.
The slashing hits him in... Oh, what about the psychic damage?
Yeah, that's 5. 5 more from psychic.
Right, okay, not from the fire black flame ring. Because you didn't activate that, did you? Okay, cool. You notice that the psychic damage affects him far less than the physical damage did. Does that...
My sword does only psychic damage.
I don't think so. It does slashing plus 1d8 psychic.
Okay, got it.
Otherwise, he'd be
And I'll hit
completely
him
resistant to your attacks. Yeah.
Hit him one more time.
Will you?
17.
Roll your
Yes.
bless and your bond. Did you get
It's
bond?
a 20.
That'll
Yeah,
hit.
I got bond and
That'll
bless.
hit.
So. 17 plus a D8.
17 hits him in full. That's a d6 you just
17
rolled.
plus 5. Oh, shit.
I'll take a 5 if you roll lower on your d8. No, I'll take a 6. There we go. Okay. He appears mildly injured.
And that will end my turn.
Okay. Maverick, you're up.
Okay, I am gonna spend 2 sorcery points to use my meta magic. Twin spell on E4 and E5.
Okay.
So I'll roll for to hit. Okay.
What are you casting,
that's
please?
What?
What are you casting, please?
Blood boiling.
At what level?
The second.
Okay, that's fine. Roll to hit.
That is 16.
That'll miss. Oh, sorry, is that E5 and E4? So
I think I have to roll separately, don't I?
yeah, probably. Okay, that'll hit E5. Roll for E4.
Okay. Die 17.
That'll miss. So
Okay.
yeah, if you want to,
Left.
you've got bless. Roll the d4. It's the pyramid.
That's a 4.
It's a 4. Okay, they'll both hit.
Okay. Oh my god, so many dice. Okay, and so the first one is 3 damage, necrotic damage.
Mhm.
And then the second one is 5.
Yeah.
And then when it's their turn, they both need to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. Does that conclude your turn?
Yeah. And throughout all of that, my ghost did things.
Okay. Sorry, I know that asking what spell was confusing, but yeah. He will use his legendary resistance to resist that the E5. But
But to resist the Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, he doesn't want.
Okay, well it'll happen every turn.
Oh, okay. In that case, it's a fail. What does it do?
Paralyzes him until the next turn.
Oh no, he'll definitely use the legendary resistance. Okay, I need to know what the spell does before he makes that decision. Okay, cool. I thought it was like some. I thought it was a 1 damage thing. Yep, he'll use his legendary resistance that turn, but he probably won't use it every turn.
Yeah, they have to make this save every turn.
Yep, makes sense. Okay. Rook, make an intelligence saving throw. Oh, never mind. That's not how it works. Okay, you are banished, Rook. Turns out, to a demiplane full of that appears to be a labyrinth. You will need to make an intelligence save to get out.
I made that save on my
your
turn.
On your turn, yeah.
I love that spell.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Bye, Rook. Little camera over here. Okay, Kenny, you're up.
Oh, that kind of changed my plan. That was E5 that cast that?
That was E5 that cast that. E4 currently has massive floating hand next to him.
I will move over to the left in front of Leovold.
Mm-hmm. Dangerous place to stand in any battle.
Hunter's Mark
I can
on
move again.
E5.
Okay.
And yeah, I will fire.
Okay, please do.
That's 29 to hit.
That'll hit. I was like, I'm going to shield it. Never mind.
And a 33.
Okay. Yep, that will hit.
Okay.
I need you to split the damage up for me.
Okay. Yeah.
You are wielding a magical bow, aren't you?
What'd you say?
Your bow is magical, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, okay, cool.
Okay, I do have Piercer, so I am going to re-roll that die. Okay, cool. So 15 piercing damage.
Okay, so that will go through in full.
1 extra piercing damage.
That's going to be a 0.
1 cold damage.
That's oh no, the 1 will go through for the piercing, but not for the cold. Yep.
Okay. 6 fire.
3. Yeah.
And let's see, this 2 is, I think it's piercing on Hunter's Mark. Yeah.
Yep. 2. So that's a 1. Okay. Fantastic.
Okay, and then the second hit, which doesn't have that die. – 18 piercing.
Oh my.
Sorry, 24 piercing.
Holy shit. Okay.
And 3 cold.
Okay. Fantastic. Does that conclude your turn?
Yes, Shakar will go after me. And she'll run up to the other side of E1.
Okay. Yep. And make a hit.
I believe that's a 21.
That'll miss.
I have to see what I don't remember what her add-on is. It is 21. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So that
will
misses?
miss. Yeah.
Alright. That's it.
Slightly shy, and the E5 will take a legendary action. He doesn't like you, Kenna. You will need to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, sorry, stand corrected. You will need to make a wisdom saving throw if you wish to attack E5 in future.
Ah,
I believe that's Sanctuary is the effect. Yeah, it's not actually listed as Sanctuary, but yes, that is Sanctuary. Okay, and then E2 will attack. E2 will come to Lucius.
He's still feared.
Oh, he is feared. Never mind. He's going to bash... Poor Iona, man! She ain't got your AC. Oh, fuck, that's a crit.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Yeah, Iona's just on the floor. Alright, bye. Yeah, Iona's just on the floor unconscious. That is not pretty. She has been absolutely riggedy wrecked.
Ah, fuck.
Okay. And then I guess 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he's going to have to go over there for his last hit. Can I get E2? E2, where are you? E2, where are you? And I have you here somewhere. There we go. And he's going to walk up to Kenna. It's a 23 to hit.
yeah.
That's 11 damage. Slashing.
Okay.
And that's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Don't worry, it's only a dagger. You take 6. And that will bring us to E1. E1 sees Maverick standing in the middle of nothing, and we'll just run straight up to him. Maverick, that is a 25 to hit.
No.
You'll
Wow.
take 11 points of slashing damage. Nice try.
No.
A 19 to hit.
That really doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think it did. Dagger. Oh dear. That definitely misses. Brother Alari Slade. No, sorry. Yes, Brother Alari Slade, because he's already used his final. Yeah. You're up.
Cool. My decisions have changed very recently. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and just channel my divinity to go ahead and do my sort of spirit jog.
Yep.
For a second. I'm going to jog past Kenna. I'm going to jog past Iona.
Okay, hold on with me here. So, fuck's sake, at the counter. 5, 10, 15. It's going to take you another 20 foot to get to Iona. Have you got 35 foot of movement
to
speed?
Iona.
Yeah.
I do have 35 foot of movement speed.
Okay, you can get to Iona. Do you have anything left?
If that's as far as I can get, that'll be
Okay,
fine.
cool. And how much does that
And then
heal
I
for?
will. Let me go ahead and roll for that healing.
Try to guess where Iona was. I knew it was 20 foot because the bandit had to make it. Bandit? Whatever. Everything's a bandit captain in my book. I start with the bandit captain and then I adjust it. It's such a good base die.
Gonna be 12 HP.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if Iona's grateful. She'll work it out afterwards. Any bonus action?
Yeah. I'm going to healing word on. Kenna's actually. Kenna, are you almost up to heal? Good.
I'm pretty good.
Lucius, have you been hurt yet?
No.
Alright. Yeah, I think I'm. Oh, fuck it. I'll just bonus healing word Iona. She's right next to me.
She's also got 7 out of 66 hit point. So
it'll be better.
she'll be very glad. Thank you. Yeah, and does that conclude your turn?
That'll conclude my turn.
Okay, Alan Moore will bring down a pillar of flame on E5 and E4.
Fuck yes. Let's go.
Oh my fucking god, alright. Yeah, cool. Okay, E5 takes no damage. E4 is super low. And the E5 will take his second legendary action, which will cost 2 points. Leopold, Alamore, and Kenna, you will need to make a dex save.
Okay,
Alamore
what's DC
passes.
on dex save?
17.
17. Do I have the ability to get a second roll in my kit here somewhere?
Kenna, your dex save?
22.
Okay.
I will use Tides of Chaos to try to save that again. No, okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, I
Okay.
failed it.
You are held in the air by a strange swirling portal of magic. You will be able to cast spells at disadvantage, but you will not be able to move or make any melee attacks. God help us if Leovold starts making melee attacks. Yeah, but any spells you use will be a disadvantage. And that will conclude his legendary action. Lucius, you're up.
Alright. I will. E4's looking really weak. I'll turn and let's try again, shall we? And I'll attack. But I do remember him saying he didn't want them killed, so I'm gonna go for non-lethal.
No, he most definitely told you to kill them.
He's gonna kill them?
Yeah,
Okay,
please kill them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was his words.
27.
That will hit.
Uh, 19 damage.
Oh, he's dead.
Nice. Alright, and I'll turn to E3 here. How's E3 looking? Is he looking...
E3. Oh, yeah, he's okay.
He's okay?
I just realised I moved the... Oh, hold on. I moved the wrong fucking count. No, I didn't. Never mind, that's
you
fine.
didn't.
Yeah, no, I didn't move the wrong count.
Alright, I'm going to start my next attack on him.
Okay,
24.
that'll hit. I wish it would stay scrolled down. Yep.
Yep, 19.
It's the 13 plus
Hey,
7
oh,
now.
20.
Okay, right, cool, just checking. Yep, and that's hitting in full, you can see that.
28.
Yep. Okay, he's
That's
hurt.
19. And that's 1, 2. I have one more. 20.
That will hit.
14. I will spend a key point to Fury of Blows.
Okay. He's severely damaged. His armor class doesn't go down when he's hurt, though, sadly.
Oh no, I'm gonna use the emboldening
Yeah,
bomb.
that
plus
will
the
hit.
bless.
That will hit. 16 is what you were looking for.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And
He is one hit away from dead.
20.
That'll hit.
Alright, 10 points
dead.
of bludgeoning damage.
Perfect. Does that conclude your turn?
No, I have a bonus action. I'm going to walk up and... No, I'm sorry, I'm lying.
You
No,
can flurry
I'm
blows.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Maverick. E1 is standing in front of you, I'm afraid.
What's the lighting like?
It's quite dark.
Would teleporting provoke attack of opportunity?
No, but it's not your turn.
You just said Maverick.
Yes, I said Maverick. He's standing right in front of you and is going to hit you.
Oh.
But a 13 doesn't hit you, so you're doing okay for now. I'm assuming a 26 does, so you will take 17 damage. And his final one is a 24 to hit, so you will take another 11.
I'm down.
Leovold, you're up.
Okay, so which one's levitating me in the air right now?
E5.
E5.
E5's doing everything, really, in this battle.
Yeah. So if I were to... let's see what the AoE on this one is real quick for a double
Before
check.
you do anything, make a dex save. See if you can get out.
Dex save to get out the thing?
Yeah.
Or, that's a 16.
That's a fail. You need 17.
Okay.
Okay. Spell attacks are made at
so it's-
disadvantage.
Wait, you're blessed? Use your bless.
Oh, I'm blessed.
Yeah, that is on saving
Yeah.
throws.
Yeah, we're all blessed.
D6 is it or D4?
Doesn't matter. It
D4.
means you need a 1.
Yeah.
So, out you get.
Right, okay. Well,
We're going to call Kenna the
that
Bless
changes my
Monster.
plan. Yeah.
It's like, hello, use your damn skills!
Yeah. Now is the time to slightly reconsider the plan. Let's what's the range on that one? It's 60-foot cone. So
What are you casting?
10, 15, 20. I'm gonna run up towards E3, E5, and blast in a cone so that I don't hit Lucius. Cone of Cold.
Okay, he'll counterspell it.
What? Fucking straight up just...
Yeah.
Nah. That's at my staff as well. She can counterspell that.
It's still a spell. She's a he as well.
Yeah,
What
okay.
level?
Yep.
That's a fit. That's gonna... okay.
Yep, that's a 5th level counterspell.
I'm taking that, isn't?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, okay.
Apparently all counterspells are cast at 5th level. That's exciting, isn't it? That's why I asked what level Josh was casting at, because I was debating whether to counterspell him. Yeah, sorry, Rogue. Intelligence saving throw.
I have 2d4 shoes. Oh, that's a 22.
Way! Welcome back.
That's my whole turn, though, right?
Nope. Still at the beginning of your turn.
Oh, sweet.
I believe. Let me double check. You might have screwed yourself over with that question. Oh, it is an action. There you go. So you have a bonus action and movement speed
And a hasted action.
and a hasted action. Yeah.
So I'm gonna flank E3.
Mm-hmm. And this will be flanking.
I thought E3 was dead.
I think I killed E4 instead of E3.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah, I killed E4 instead of E3. No, E3 is dead. You're right. You're right.
Okay,
E3 is
well,
very
yeah.
good. It's E2. Yeah, it's E2 that I applied the damage to, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
E3 is dead. Yeah. Sorry, Rook. Would you like to go somewhere else?
I'll go right up to I'll go down to E1.
That's a very good
E1.
decision. Yeah.
Yeah, because Maverick's down.
Not only that, but this one won't fuck you over for trying to hit it.
So
Slack
I'm
away.
going to slash away. Does it count as
You are flanking.
with
You
a
are
downed
flanking.
ally? Oh, it's 2.
You make a good point. Maverick's lying on the floor, but at the moment you're flanking, yeah.
So that is 16 damage. 14 slashing, 2 psychic.
Your roll to hit.
Oh, it's 24.
That will hit. Okay, 16 damage. Cool.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll hit again.
Okay.
Say 17 hit.
That'll miss.
Oh, actually, I have 2. Hold on. Bless and blah, blah, blah. So 21.
That'll miss.
Fuck.
So,
So
wow.
the intelligence saving throw counted as an entire action, right?
Yes.
All right. So then I'll use my bonus action to attack one more time.
Yep.
You used bless on that 21.
No, that was
No,
what he got after
the
Bless
bless-
and Bond.
yeah. Well, it's a 23.
That'll hit. The joys of plate mail.
For 19 damage.
Ooh. He's injured. Very injured. Maverick.
And
Is that
Yeah, my turn.
Yeah. Maverick, death saving
Yep.
throw, please.
Fail.
Fail. Okay.
Bless.
With a bless, can you succeed?
It's still a fail.
Okay. Every single one of you needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Unless if you are immune to charm or have advantage against charm, then you will be able to do so with those things. You're aiming for a
immune.
17.
19.
17 with the advantage against being charmed.
19.
Oh, brother
14.
Alara, you didn't bless yourself, did you?
Not.
He suggests that you walk out the door and stay out.
Alrighty.
I like that.
Bye.
Is it my turn? Do I have to do it on my turn, or is
Nope,
it
nope, that is right the fuck now.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I missed Iona's turn because she was busy dying in the previous round. Yeah, she will go up and smack E1 with you.
Wait, I thought Iona was down as well.
No, she got healed by the Channel Divinity.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, that was
that's
an
3 hits.
11 to the healing word on her as well.
Yeah, she's got 17 health. And she's kindly executed E1 for you.
Oh.
But it did take everything she had. So E1 is dead. And we come to me trying to find E1. We come to Kenna.
Okay, I will move my hunter's mark to this guy in front of me.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my sword that I finally get to use.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully. Well, that's
He's-
not a good roll.
He's not particularly armored, but
Yeah, no, that's a 19 after everything added.
that'll hit.
Oh,
E1 was wearing plate armor. This guy's wearing a bit of leather.
okay.
Yeah. Spank away. He's squish as fuck.
Do I need to separate any damage?
No. No resists.
6, 13, 25.
Oh my Jesus. Alright, okay. He's severely injured.
Holy crap.
And that's a higher roll.
He only
that's
started with
22.
70 HP. Yep.
15, 16, 22.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's my turn, but I will move. Well, Alari goes. Oh no, Alari's walked out the door. I'm gonna walk over to Maverick.
Mm-hmm. And stand over him protectively.
Shakara doesn't know any better, so she's gonna run up to E5.
Mm-hmm.
And she will attempt to bite.
Yep.
Though I don't think a 16 is gonna hit.
No, just try. Okay. And at this point, E5 will take a legendary action and a 20-foot wall. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll sweep everybody in this line to the right. You will need to make a strength saving throw. Kenna, Rook, and Iona and Animal. Iona fails. Animal succeeds, weirdly. You're looking for a 17, Kenna and Rook.
23.
25.
Okay, then in that case you will take half damage. Oh my god, I only rolled a D100. That would have been good, wouldn't it? Two D100s, actually. It's 2D10 of damage,
God.
so that would have been pretty brutal. Oh, okay, you take half of 11 damage.
What kind of damage?
Force. And neither of you are swept. Iona, however, is against the wall, and she will take the additional damage as well. Where the fuck is this NPC 1? Lucky for you, Maverick, it doesn't hit people who are lying on the floor, so you're okay. Iona's down
That's
again.
good.
Bye, Iona. She's having a real bad day today.
Yeah, she is.
Yep, and Brother Alari Slage, we need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Cool.
17 DC. You will stay out. Lucius.
Do anything from outside the door?
No. The suggestion is you are staying out. Well, bear in mind the door was 80 foot away. You've taken a long walk. Lucius, you're up.
Okay. I'm assuming no, I wouldn't know anyway. That's me DMing. I'll dash up and I will attack.
It's the only enemy left.
Yep.
Yep.
Precisely.
22.
22.
Make a wisdom save.
Okay. 19.
You succeed.
Less.
You succeed. But you will have to make one every time you attack this turn.
Okay. Well, then let's. I'm going to attack. This is my first one. Okay. It is.
I need you to split it into physical and fire.
Okay. 11 physical. 4 fire damage.
Okay. It's fairly injured.
I'm going stunning strike.
Okay. Legendary resistance for that.
Okay, perfect.
He's got one.
I'm going
left.
to attack again.
You will need to make a wisdom save if you get over an 18.
Okay. All right. Let me make the wisdom save real quick. All right, that's 22. Let me add my D4.
That'll succeed. 17 is the DC for all the saves.
All right, nice.
I really want to use this ability. You better fail one. Because it's going to make you happier than it is me.
15 fire, 4 physical. I mean, sorry, 15 physical, 4 fire.
Okay. Yeah, he's definitely
A
injured.
stunning strike. Stunning strike.
He'll use the last of his legendary. Actually, I didn't roll it this time. That's a 15. Is that a success?
Yep, by 1.
Oh, okay.
Next-
Right, I'll roll it and save a legendary resistance.
Next attack. 16. I'll use my emboldening bond on top of that. 17 to hit.
No,
No. Okay.
you don't have to make a wisdom save if you don't hit.
I'm gonna use my bless.
Oh,
But I haven't used my bless yet.
you can't fail them.
Bless is every attack.
You can't fail,
Bless
so
is on every hit.
yeah, I think he's doing it the other way around, but that's fine. Yeah, you will need to make a wisdom save. Please fail. I'm so looking forward to you failing.
Natural 1.
Fantastic. You will run to your nearest ally and hit them instead, which happens to be Leovold. I know you've been waiting to do this for months, so please roll your damage.
Wait, he has to go to hit me first.
No, he hits you with the 18 that he was going to swing with. An 18 doesn't
he
hit you, does it?
shield it?
Ooh, he's going to react shield you.
All right.
What a shame. I really wanted to see you get smashed. Okay, Lucius, you have a bonus action.
I think that was only 3 attacks, right?
Yeah.
This is my 4th one now. Yeah, my 4th. I'm gonna go back over and attack attack him.
You hit him twice, missed once, and hit, so it's just a bonus action now.
Wait. I'm sorry.
We do count misses as attacks.
I completely forgot.
But your bonus
for your
action, you can
blows.
swing.
Yeah, I'm a key point for your blows.
Yep. Roll to hit. Get an 18, make a wisdom save.
18. 18.
That passes.
Okay.
This is all physical, correct?
Yep. 10 physical and stunning strike.
15.
Yeah. Okay. And then my last hit of my furry blows. 26.
Ooh, make your wisdom
I gotta make
save.
a wisdom save.
He's so low.
I failed.
Go punch Leopold. And this one will hit you, Leopold, because you ain't shielding at 26. So
I'm not shielding at
spank him in the
26.
face. Yeah, 6 damage.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
And after that,
Lucius, I know this is payback for all the shit you've done to me, but come on, man.
after that, he will take his. Oh, he can't take his. Wait, did I use? Yeah, he
It's
has
his turn
to-
now,
has-
yeah?
No, it's not his turn. He has legendary action.
Oh.
It is his last legendary action point. So what can I do for 1 point? Because he used 2 for the wall. Oh, that's cool. Should we do that? No,
Use
why
a
not?
legendary action point to go cry in a corner.
Why not? Leopold, make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 19.
Damn it. Alright, okay, cool.
You'd
You'd be unable to cast spells next turn. Leopold,
I
it's your
just
turn.
wanted you to know you were giving a person a charisma save when
Well,
that
plus
person
11.
has a
I
plus
know.
11
I
to
know.
charisma saves.
But it makes logical sense.
True.
You're up. He has 6 HP.
Yeah, I'm gonna magic missile 4th level.
Okay. That's probably a good shout. All 4 go into his
so-
brooch. Nothing happens.
Ah, he's got the fucking brooch that protects against it.
Just wait till you loot this guy, you'll be so happy. Your bonus action?
No, I don't have fucking bonus
Sucks to
action
be you.
spells.
Rook, you want to kill this guy?
No.
I'm gonna sprint right at him.
Okay. That's 30 foot of
I'm
movement
gonna do,
speed
like-
required.
I have 40.
Good. I'll smack him.
I'm gonna swing as I'm running at him.
Okay.
All in one swoop. So 15 plus 17 to hit.
Nope. Did you use Emboldening Bond and Bless?
I got like 5 more hits, so I'll just try again.
Yeah, you should just accept his death at this
Nope.
point.
Fail.
That one missed.
Yep.
We'll try again. Ooh, 25.
That'll hit. Describe his demise. This
As
should be
I
less than
run up
4
to him,
damage.
As I run up to him, I like slice him from like between his legs. I uppercut through his body, like straight up through to his head.
Beautiful. Let's hope you didn't slice that beautiful cloak. And,
Shit, maybe.
no, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Lying upon the ground are the enemies. Alara, you feel yourself come to your senses. Would you kindly pick our friend up off the floor? Both of them.
Oh no, I'm fully just like walked upstairs. I'm having a conversation with the guy that we walked in with.
Yeah, but you're coming back now.
He was already gone. He was already gone. So I'm cure woundsing Maverick, and then I would have stabilized Iona.
Okay, and Alari will pop
Thank
her up with
you.
something.
You get a
put
whole
on
5
HP
points
or
of health.
something.
I think now's the time to do the thing that I had for a while. Yeah, I'm gonna mass cure wounds.
Ooh, look at you, fancy pants.
Wait, yeah, it is mass cure wounds, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, let's give everyone 22 HP.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, and as you go around to loot the bodies, you will find that E1 had a set of plate mail on him. He also had a greatsword +1. E2 and 3 have basic leather armor and a basic longsword, a basic crossbow, and some crossbow bolts. E3 had a potion of standard healing on him. E4 has a scroll of fireball, a scroll.
I don't need that
a
for
scroll
sure.
of stone skin, and a ring of protection, as well as a potion of clairvoyance. And E5 has a robe of resistance, which you will not find on D&D Beyond. I will give it to you. He also has a wand of paralysis and 2,200 gold,
Some serious loot.
as well as a crystal ball of true seeing.
Alright,
Crystal ball of what?
True seeing,
How much gold?
2,200.
time to get the loot.
If no one minds, I'd like the wand.
What was the wand again?
Paralysis.
Yeah, I think that's in your book. That's in your wheelhouse. They're
Yeah.
using that, isn't it?
And I will let you divvy up the rest of the loot post-session, as I'm afraid we are going to end there.
That's
And we will pick up at 11 o'clock in the morning with you having breakfasted on a fight. It's been a while since we had a proper fight.
Yeah.
Well, we
Yeah,
had
it's been a
we had
good
couple
few
of illegal
days.
fights, but yeah. And so yeah, we'll come to an end there. Get this battle map off my screen. And I'll come to Josh for an MVP.
So my MVP is a couple. Well, two of them are kind of the same one.
Yep.
But like, I just like I really like when there are moments like between the party members. So like when Rook got up and gave Alari a hug, and
I like that.
Maverick and Lucius's bromance. I just I like those moments that show how the friends are close, but then also show how their friendships are still growing.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree 100%.
And then also, and then my other one is that even though we as players know that you casted Mass Suggestion, I just have this idea in my head that mid-battle, Alari's just like,
Need a beer.
yeah, this is a great place to go. Bye, and just.
Yeah, it's a good idea, isn't it? He suggested you go outside, and he's like, beer? I'll go. Yeah, no, I think that was great. Alora.
I'd have to say, I'm picturing it from Leovold's mind as Lucius is going up and he's swinging at the sky, and then he just turns and runs over and just goes to smack at it.
I have to
Fails,
say,
and he He turns around, he goes back to the enemy, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna go again. He comes back and swings at him.
Yeah, I have to say, of all the abilities I've ever read, that one really took my eye, and therefore it got on my boss. It literally says, as a reaction, target the person attacking you. For the rest of their turn, they must make a wisdom save with each of their attacks that would hit. If they fail, they will hit their nearest ally. I'm just like, yeah, I'm great. And then I was thinking, right, obviously he's going to be punching Rook. Or perhaps Kenna, but then, like, Rook's been fucked off in a maze, and Leovold is, for some reason, really close, and I'm like, this is destiny. It just has to be done. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that,
I like how I managed to shield the first one, and the second one's just like, yeah, no.
But it's just, Kenna's right, it's the idea of Lucius just running backwards and forwards, like, shall I hit you? No, I'll hit Leovold. That's beautiful. Speaking of which, Jamal, your MVP. And please tell me it's counter spell, because I fucking love using it on you.
The twofer for the first part is going to be spending the entire session wondering why the fuck we're actually in Maladeth again, really, and like trying to frantically go
to find out why everyone is at war with Halgania. That's your only mission. Find out why they're all coming.
I knew that was our mission, but it's like surely there's got to be something else. And I'm looking through notes. It's like no, there's nothing else.
That's why you're in Maladeth.
This is all it. I'm just like, how the fuck are we going to do this? I'm just like spending the entire session just combing through notes, going, what info have we got? What can we work with? What can we work with?
You've got
and then the second half of that one of combing through notes is a bit of relation with Mother and the Queen, and I'm like, I have no fucking idea.
You don't know what the relationship is with your Queen. You don't know why the Queen healed you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like, this has never been mentioned in my backstory.
She's not his mother. Discussed. His mother's dead. Really fucking dead.
That's what she wants you to think.
Okay. I thought Celine was his mother. Make your mind up.
That's what we're talking about.
I'll give you that. Yeah. No, we're talking about the Elven Queen.
My bad.
Kira. Relation with the Elven Queen, it's like head scratch for a moment. I have no idea where the fuck to go with this. I've got nothing for this.
Oh, that's good. Kira, your MVP.
There's quite a few, but I think my main one is this. It's my arc, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's my arc.
It's yours. It's been coming a while. Alari?
Oh, I was gonna take 2 as well, but
two's good.
But absolutely the role playing with you and Lucius, setting up his sort of like dark past here in the city, all great stuff. Totally amazing.
Oh, that being you being Iona, not Josh, right?
You being
me. Yeah, cool.
DMS
got it. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
You me.
Yeah, exactly. It's so confusing because I don't roleplay with anyone except everyone. But yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. But also goes to just sort of Iona's arc today of being like quietly badass and killing people on the streets, like as he followed behind Lucius, and then like being amazing in the
spanked in combat.
And then just a corpse, just like a floppy corpse.
I just want to point out, E1 started the fight out with 2 crits on her.
My God.
He just straight up smashed her in the face for 56 damage, and she was just like, alright. I've got 22 AC over here, hello? No, nothing.
Somewhere in the town, somebody at that exact moment was talking about, man, I think that lady was like a half dragon.
Yeah,
or
I know, right?
Like that.
She's just dead on the floor. I was really scared she was actually going to die. And Matt.
My MVP's got to go to finding out all this information about Lucius. Rook still has a lot of questions for him, and I can't believe that we got through the episode without a single person asking him about being a part of the fucking syndicate.
It was very sneaky, wasn't it? It was just like, yeah, no, that's just gonna bypass everyone. Yeah, we'll have to get to that later. Well, now the scene is really set. So at the beginning of next episode, you'll go and speak to Kevin. And then
Kevin.
And then from there, it will be up to you guys. That'll be my scene set. We're going to spend a while in Maladeth, I assume. I've got a few MVPs. All of them have been mentioned, but a couple of them haven't. So I really enjoyed moments of like Lucius punching Leovold and various other moments like that. But the ones that really got me were how sort of at ease the party are with each other now. We've been together as a group long enough that, you know, it's sort of, you know what interactions are coming, but yet they're still lovely to see. The drinking at the bar, The sort of subtle teasing of Brother Alari when he turns up. Just little things. It's just great. I love it. It's such a fun atmosphere to be part of. And also you guys appearing totally unfazed by a combat that was CR22. So you did pretty well. I don't know what more to throw at you guys.
I was not how.
Yeah, and Rook was teleported to nowhere and somehow pulled out an intelligence save out of his ass. In general, you guys were pretty unfazed. You murdered them and it worked well. It's hard to balance for this group because if you guys roll high, your damage is obscene. A monk with a sword is just rude. A barbarian with a great sword that does psychic damage is pretty rude. Kenna has about 19 extra dice to add to her bow. And then I've got 2 fucking sorcerers. It's like, what the fuck? And now my fucking cleric can cast a 10d8 freezing orb? Like, if all you're doing is damage, it's insane. But it's great to try and play with that. This boss was really interesting to me to build. And I'm glad even though you guys did pretty much roll through it, apart from Maverick falling down and Iona getting battered, it was nice to see you guys overcome that with flavour and it still appear fearful. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that aspect of it. Congratulations on leveling up.
Hey!
Oh.
And
We're 8 now?
yeah.
Yeah, we're 8.
Holy shit.
Hey!
And we shall see you guys next week. Thank you so much for playing. It's always a pleasure. I think everybody knows it's no secret. Drathnor Keep is my baby. I love all my sessions, and they all have different things about them that make them amazing. But Drathnor Keep is the world that I most want to be part of. And for that reason, it's like, I love this group. I love the ease at which they play together and have fun together. There is an emphasis on fun over story, even though it's a very story-driven campaign. And I really enjoy that. So I think the role-playing is brilliant, and it's a joy every week. So thank you so much, guys, for making it so fun. And
Tomorrow's going to be a good one as well. Just gonna say.
just a heads up, tomorrow's Exos, Avalon and Gehenna,
It's
episode
another
3,
fucking excellent campaign.
and it's shopping time. We shall see you guys tomorrow at whatever fucking time Exos starts.
Oh yeah, I gotta see what Jug's all
6
by.
p.m. EST. And if you guys would like to say goodbye, we're going to end there.
Goodbye.
Bye!
Goodbye.